Oh, welcome back to D&D and VI. This is number 70. What is it?
6.
70, yes.
Number.
It is indeed 76. It is a number. Thank you. What happened? Not so wide. Wait. Nutters, you're looking different today.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
And he's in your seat. So,
Oh wait, no,
No.
I look the same. What are you talking
no,
about?
you look the same. No, I was making a joke. He's at your seat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, He's been doing that the past few games. I'm
I
guessing
get
he just
used
wants-
I get
I'm
used to
guessing he
sitting
just
there.
wants that spot. So,
I get used to sitting there. That's where I almost always sit whenever we're doing Kobolds of Kaitara.
You better watch out. He's gonna pee in your drink.
Oh,
makes you think I haven't already?
what makes you think I drink?
Oh. What happened last time, Bertle?
Well,
Good
Thanks,
again.
Bertle.
I'm here.
I'm here.
I forgot I was muted for a second.
What the fuck is this?
Last
Let's
week, we arrived at Yggdrasil and got attacked by...
Who summoned the hooked horror?
The biggest creep ever known to mankind.
You know what? This is
and
Bertle, man.
got attacked by Nidhogg before we were able to gain access through Nutters.
Yep. No. You
And
gain
then
access to a tree using nuts.
Zoru went on a walk and
Zafir.
found a... Zafir went on a walk and found a
Lovely
person
person.
who is similar...
A lovely person.
that we learned is similar to Jerome in nature, and during that, Koopa left and was not there for that.
Yeah, they were a
Bullfight
lovely
ensued.
person.
Yeah,
You've only heard nice things, and by nice things, I mean no one has told you jack shit because everyone's really bad at telling each other things that have happened.
Yeah.
Who needs to tell others information that they
Yeah. What's information important to the group? I don't know.
Why should I share it with everyone else when I can just keep it to myself and have the information?
Everyone should already know the thing I know before I know
Exactly.
it.
Although I'm not Sam in this, so.
That's not right.
Real hijack. I send you guys the thing.
Wow.
Okay,
Thanks,
I'll
Mega.
check that out.
Oh, it's that one. Oh.
Yeah, it's that
Why
one.
am I already scared?
Oh, you
'Cause
probably
you should
should
be.
be scared if Hijack right away can go, oh, that one.
Wait, is he bending how the wild magic rules work in the entire game?
What?
Should be.
Who'd be?
Considering that's the whole point of you getting a new wild magic search table, then yeah.
But I can choose whether to do it. I don't my old one.
You can choose to change it.
I don't need one that has more ways things can go horribly wrong for me in random ways.
You know, I'm not even gonna touch that subject about the whole thing that kind of happened to you. It's just TK gets a fucking new grocery list and he's like, no, I'm not using it.
Well, I want to make sure if I'm going to switch wild magic tables, I want it to be something that often will benefit me, then blow up in my face.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because I know how wild magic tends to work. Most tables have just as many really terrible effects that would permanently hurt me as there would be actual good things.
Well, it wouldn't be
So
wild
I am
magic if it
going
wasn't
to
wild.
play my cards very carefully.
Alright. Last time where we left off, Tupa and Nutters were learning from... Belfog. They were learning from Belfog about rune crafting. A ulterior form of enchantment and a way to channel and fuel magic. Though they may not learn much, it is a art form, and with art, as all people may know, most of it you can learn through personal tampering. as we return to the base of the tree. It's getting dark. That's not normal. It's not dusk. Something happened.
Oh,
Sitting in the sky, you see clouds and, of course, the giants lumbering through it. But in small spaces, you see a moon. A crumbled, broken moon. And softly orbiting said moon is this smaller, almost ruby red moon. Barely noticeable to your eyes as it's faded in the distance. As
I don't-
blackness starts to creep the skies. And for once in the Feywild, or in this Feywild at least, night falls.
I don't think that's supposed to happen. Pretty sure that's not supposed to happen.
So we-
Are we still in? Are Nutters and I still in the time dilation, or is this after?
it's after.
Okay. Nutters. I think we should go check on that. That's very concerning.
What's
whole-
going on?
The moon just came out.
Look, you know how it's like
It's
never
usually-
been night here?
It's always
for
perpetual dusk.
Ever? Yeah. You look.
Nutters looks up from his workbench because he hadn't been paying attention at all. He's
Night is
like,
falling on the
"Oh, what?"
Feywild. Night is falling on the Feywild. Something unnatural and not meant to happen. So we see out all the giants stand still and look up towards the new moon. The land around rumbles heavily. So now there's something in the sky to pull a tide.
Nutters what? Huh?
I'm like running towards Nutters.
There was no
Right.
moon in the Feywild previously.
No, yeah, I understand that.
Wait a sec. If there's now
And
a
now-
moon,
There's two actually.
there's now.
Yeah, there is.
Oh,
Actually, but you just
crap.
never see 'em.
Well, we're seeing
I'm going to
them now.
immediately start going to the party and seeing if we can immediately get urging everyone to get to higher ground.
Are we not all together?
You
Who
are.
didn't come to the forge?
Oh.
You are all together at the forge.
Guys,
Yeah.
we need to get a higher ground like ASAP.
And I just. Did you forget how we got here? In the
Oh yeah,
first
we can
place?
just fall upward. right?
Yes, it's quite convenient.
Not here.
Well, we better start doing it now because I believe this place is about to get way more flooded.
Yeah, Nutters looks over at everybody and he's like, don't think that's gonna work.
Why?
You're too close to the tree.
Well, then how are we supposed to get higher? We're going to drown otherwise.
We don't need to get higher, we just need to go inside the tree.
Are you sure the tree won't get flooded?
I'm
It
pretty
is-
sure the tree won't flood, yes.
Yes.
Then we better hurry because that rumbling, I'm thinking like a tidal wave is coming at us.
This valley is connected to all realms of elements, of those being the realm of water.
Yeah,
And now they're saying
and I
to pull
think
it.
with the tides now actually being a thing, it's pulling all the water from the elemental plane of water.
Good amount.
Either way, once we get into the tree, we're actually stepping into a portal that's gonna take us somewhere else.
Well-
Nutter tries to explain the astral dimension to them.
Well, we don't have time for explanations. We need to get going.
Does Vessel have somewhat of a grip of that concept? Because I don't think it's that complicated compared to the timey-wimey stuff.
It is actually a lot more complicated than the timey-wimey stuff, how it actually works. Because you're there, but you're not there.
Well, let's go. I have just start walking over to like one of the openings in the tree, assuming that that's right.
Yeah, I asked the guy if he knows where's the closest opening. What's his name? The guy who's teaching me.
You would be in it. He looks back.
What'd you say?
He simply says, "You would be in it." And he gestures for you to go deeper into his area. This would be the closest.
Alright. Well, I gestured everybody to go deeper.
I just start booking it.
Nutters grabs his sword and starts walking down the tunnel.
I'm
And
gonna
he
be
stops and he
the-
turns around and he's like, "Oh, by the way, who wants this?" And he
Tupac?
unsheaths it and it like glows with a very vivid purple light.
Tupac.
Didn't you say that's what the color of the rune was? Purple?
Which... The glow rune?
Yeah, the one that actually does the vorpal.
The Vorpal rune?
Yeah.
It's a colorless rune. Depending on what, it all depends on what you use. Vorpal
Big load.
rune, if you use a material and draw it on, it's whatever color the material you used to draw it on was. It's recommended to etch the rune.
Right, yeah, it's gonna be etched into
If
it.
it's etched, it gives no light.
Well, it's gonna glow purple anyway.
Ah.
It's the only thing that gives it any sign that it's magic. If you read it, it can't be, the magic can't be discerned on it.
Not easily, at least. So I'm probably shy of the magic of legend lore.
Hijack, can I make a general investigation check on the rumbling to see if there's anything strange about the water coming?
Nutter stops steaming and is like, yeah, we need to just keep going deeper.
When you say odd, define it.
When I say,
Not natural. Something that would not be consistent with what I know already about water from the elemental planes.
Sure.
And that was investigation, I said, right?
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Considerably, it can be thought as natural. However, with the elemental realm of water, there usually isn't tide because, well, you don't
It's
really get
all
to.
water
It's
anyway.
all water anyway.
Yeah.
So tide is unnatural to the realm, definitely. So,
because that requires earth.
yeah.
But is there anything different about the water itself?
No.
It's wet.
It's wet. No, it's normal. You get a sense that it's only going to pull to a point that is probably not going to pool. It's not going to like fill this place up. The
So
pull
it's kind
is
of just gonna wash in and wash out.
it's going to wash in and wash out and start probably making larger lakes. So where there
Okay.
once were bodies of water that are thin creeks, lakes are going to start forming. And there most likely is going to be a wash of the base floor level. But probably not a tsunami. It's not going to be anything to hazardous. It's hazardous. It's not going to kill anyone. It might disrupt a few animal nests,
But
waterlog a
if we
few
can get
villages.
deep
But
enough into here before it hits, we can avoid the whole thing. So let's
Yeah.
go. Come on. Nutter starts like rushing everybody.
you
Deeper enough.
don't like water.
I don't like drowning.
If
Especially-
need be, you can just fly over it.
Probably.
Me and water also have a pretty bad relationship.
Tupa.
Mm-hmm. I wanted to be the last one out because I wanted to just, I don't know, say thanks to the Forge Master, Rune Master, Forge Master, either one.
He
Runes.
pulls out a small silver chest with hundreds of very tiny golden runes etched into it. It's maybe about 9 feet long. About.
Jeez.
Let me see here. Hold on, there is an actual size.
So while he's doing that, who wants the sword? Who's taking the sword?
I wouldn't.
So, is it the giant katana sword or the Nodachi you're talking about?
No, we didn't do the Yodachi. We did the Nodachi, which is the smaller version. So it's just a long sword. So anybody that can use a long sword can use this.
1 sec.
Question is it
Anybody
better
can
than...
use a sword, but that doesn't mean you have to be good with
Okay,
the
no, a
sword.
Nodachi's still like 5-6 feet tall, but or long.
It's the long sword version of a katana.
Yeah.
Hold on.
It's just a katana with a long blade.
And it
A
basically has
longer
the
blade.
same effect that the Headless Maiden had.
Say what?
Vorpal weapon that I had before when playing Tin Can, he had the Headless Maiden, which basically was
The Headless
exact
Maiden
Vorpal.
wasn't a Vorpal.
thought it was.
It was a Vorpal in a sense.
It was a Vorpal-like weapon.
Yeah, it has the same effect on a Nat 20 though.
Yeah, this one
No,
actually.
no, it didn't.
Yeah,
No.
no. This
Cutting
thing
off
right
the creature's head.
Nutters demonstrate. by,
The
like,
Headless Maiden, that was its only effect, that it cut off heads. Vorpal
Yeah.
is different.
Vorpal
Vorpal,
means that you can't reattach and all of that, but I'm just saying that it had the same.
it had
thing
the
with it.
same premise.
Yeah.
Nutters demonstrates by literally just letting the weight of the sword press its blade against a solid piece of stone.
It'll cut through it like it's not even there.
And then he sheaths the sword again.
The two weapons that he had, both together mimic Vorpal.
Okay.
Did you find the size yet, Hijack?
Yeah, it's about 9 inches. Or wait, how many? Yeah, 9 inches. Wait.
9 inches. Okay, small.
Yes,
dick length.
small.
You said feet at first. And
Yeah,
like,
I was
oh,
wrong.
can't
I was
do
wrong.
it. Okay.
So it's a dick length.
It. Yes. It's
I
a
was gonna
phallus
make a
length.
joke, but
Mhm.
I'm better than that.
No, you're a scout.
I'm better than that.
No, you're a scout.
And he's staring at you and he's squinting at you. And he opens it. And you know that feeling when you stand up too quick and all your iron and your blood just goes, "Ugh." And you get all woozy and fuzzy headed?
Mhm.
Tupa, you feel like you just stood up too quick.
Oh, I wasn't expecting anything, let alone. What is making me feel like that?
He closes it and locks it. Where are you from again?
This valley.
Where were
I
you?
think,
Hmm.
Where were you born?
um, the Valley of Giants? I don't know.
As a baby.
As far as I can remember, yes. I have been.
You don't remember being
well,
a baby.
No, I remember.
You don't remember
being
being a
in
kid.
this,
You just remember,
I-
boom, adult.
Yeah, no, I've been here.
Oh,
my
I know.
entire-
I know that experience.
Yours is
For
different.
all that I can remember,
I slightly.
have been. I came to consciousness in this valley. And traveled the Feywild after that.
But why? What were you looking for?
I was looking to. The
You have
valley is.
You have the same strange pull. You don't know what's in that chest, but you get this like itch in your back of your brain of I should have that. That should be mine. I want that.
I need it.
Is there a check for that?
No, it's not. It's
No.
not the
Okay.
compulsionary like I'd kill for this.
Okay.
It's the
Okay.
I've been looking for something for 20 years, and there it is. The West, I dropped my dice into my Lego bin and couldn't find it for a week.
That was so much pain. That was so
So
much
much
fucking
pain.
pain.
A Lego bin. Oh no.
35 out of 36 for the entire week just to stare at the one die nut sitting there.
It's like a puzzle piece you've been looking for and you didn't even know you're looking for it type feeling.
I'm going to have to ask you what that is. It is. I feel a strange. Weird to say this, but connection
He
to it.
closes it and it just severs off, almost like the object never existed. But you know.
Hmm. I see
thought-
some sort of
the thought
ceiling
lingers.
runes.
The pulling
Must be
presence
used
his
on
head
the
isn't
top.
there, but you still have in the back of your head, I'm looking for this. I'm looking for this. Something about me is looking for this.
Is he not responding at all?
He's just looking at you, waiting to watch, seeing how you react to it.
If
You know.
I don't want to. Again, you're staying very silent right now. It's hard to not be talked back to. I feel like this is part of me. It is. I don't necessarily know.
I would have to say I owe much of my life and my work to the primordials.
They are my creators, yes.
He wraps it in some sort of cloth, a bark-like cloth, and he hands the box to you. I think this belongs with your kind.
I see. Are you sure about this?
I wouldn't open this box now, especially if you dare set foot in the astral plane. That is a dangerous realm. Do not go
I
too
have
far.
heard folktale, I believe. I've never actually gone myself. It is very dangerous, as you say, yes. I will be sure to be cautious and to make sure that everyone stays safe.
When you feel the moment is right, feel free to open the box. But I warn you, as soon as you open it, your life is going to change on a path astronomical.
Well, I am already sort of saving the world and have
No.
done, I think, a few things that I would be here way too long if I tried to explain. But if this helps me on the journey to, I don't know, save the Feywild, save all of existence, then this is greatly appreciated.
He just looks at you and waits for you to leave. As
I am going to hug him first, and then I'm going to leave.
he's not much of a hugger, so he holds his arms out, but he
No hugs.
gently puts a hand on your back a bit like, oh.
Street, what are you doing, you fool?
Thank you for your hospitality, and I
I
catch
owe-
up with the group.
I owe my life to the primordials.
You utter buffoon.
And
Don't you know
through gifts, I will
Corona?
thank them. As you all retreat into the tree. Now, are you trying to go through one of the astral realm portals there, Nutters?
Yes.
That is dangerous. Okay.
I'm genuinely trusting Nutters on this.
I will let you
Well,
guys set foot through the portal, but will warn you. There is a limited distance you can walk out of this portal before I will consider you completely inside the astral plane.
We're just going in far enough to wait for the rush of water to come.
Because I'm
I
not sure
don't
how many of
think
you
we just go
know much about the astral plane.
Nutters is going to give them a quick rundown as we're getting to it. He's going to explain to them, you travel with thought, so clear your mind, and when you go in there, do not focus on anything. Do not look at anything for too long. Don't focus your attention on anything, because if you do, that's where you're going to be.
And
I'm gonna
things in
fly
here.
up.
How far up? You have a
Rather than
20.
going in,
You
I'm
have a
going to-
20. You have a 20-foot bubble around the.
Yeah, I'm going to leave
You've-
them
you've
at
a-
about
you've-
10 feet.
Yeah, you have about a
No,
40.
instead of going into the door, I'm just going to.
Oh, you're
stay
just
outside
flying.
and then fly
Okay,
out.
you're just flying up. There's about a
And
40.
also going to stay outside.
Okay, there's
Yeah,
about
I'm
a
gonna- I'll
40-foot
tell-
bubble.
I tell
Around the
them
portal.
that now is a good time for them to get their mind used to this because we're gonna have to go here. We're gonna have to go here. This is a good time to dip your feet in and test the waters. So I would recommend
Right.
people to come in and at least experience this where it is somewhat safe.
Okay.
Hijack, question.
And,
Would the
and I reiterate again, I tell them focus inward, focus on yourself, don't focus on anything outside of our group.
Yeah, there's no way Jerome goes in.
question?
Yeah.
Would the water even affect me because of a certain spell I have?
Water walk?
Yeah.
Define effect.
What?
Define effect.
It basically makes you levitate over water.
Yeah, I know what the spell does.
How, he's
How's
saying
that
how
gonna
would it
stop
affect
a
you?
wave of water from hitting you?
I could
feel
jump
By
over it.
effect,
solid.
if you mean you won't get wet.
I shouldn't get wet. I float automatically to the surface if I'm in water.
Well, if you're
Right,
under
but
the
that doesn't-
surface, you'll still get wet floating up. If you'll be safe from it eventually, yes. If you mean a speedy current's going to sweep you away, probably.
Or slam you into a wall doing massive damage.
But I could just jump over it.
Not necessarily.
I'm the one with the highest
Hmm.
jump. Okay.
Well, you see, the reason why Nutters is bringing you guys inside is not just because this is like a flood of water. This is elemental plane of water.
Yes.
It is littered with different elemental creatures.
Including, like, things that want to eat you.
They will go for your scrotum.
And I feel like going in there and quote unquote clearing my mind is like the worst thing for my character.
Said
It
the
will
monk.
violate your cloaca.
Well,
That
Hijack,
is-
you see the recurring character that keeps popping into my dreams at night. So,
He does know that. Yeah.
Said the monk, who has the cleared mind feature.
and you know, the shadow person that is literally part of me because of future and being in my
Yeah,
mind
as a
and all
monk,
that.
you're one of the few that's like could go into the astral plane fully and not have to worry.
Oh,
You
okay,
could
man.
actually, as a monk, Nutters could actually easily coach you into being
The
able
people
to
who
be
would have the
perfectly fine.
easiest time in here are in following. I'm not gonna say scout straight away because there's a lot of marginal error there. Devlin, Tupa Sun, TK, and then scout.
The reason I'm asking is because of the amount of times we have gone over that. Every time armor has somehow popped into my mind, thinking and stuff like that, just from out of the blue.
That's
and
not
other-
gonna affect you. It's okay when I'm talking about keeping your mind inward. It's because you know how like in this plane where if you follow the direction that you think.
Megafan 7790. What about me, Hijack?
In astral plane.
What about
you,
me, Hijack? I heard that in a pirate accent
in
for
the
some reason.
astral plane, you travel with thought. So if you look at
Here,
an
we'll look.
object in the astral plane and focus your attention on it, there's no travel between point A and B. You just are there suddenly because you focused your attention on it.
You're not a fair comparison, Mega. Your story's
So-
different.
Just because I have clear mind, I negate mostly all of this.
No one.
Actually, hi, Jim.
Hi.
Could I make like a? Oh,
I try to also explain to the party that my goal is to come here to the astral plane and perform a ritual that will allow me to weave the broken parts of the multiverse back together whole again.
Right?
But that requires us to take control back first.
Only now you're telling us this?
But this is where I need to be. Here. We got to come here for me to learn how to do that. Eventually. This is a
Right.
good time for us for me
To adjust to
expose
this.
y'all to it so that you can adjust your mind to how it works.
Okay, I get it.
Hi, Jack. Could I make a
This
a wisdom roll or
huge
something
shadow
to
just overhead.
Is this outside or inside?
Inside the astral. People who are in the bubble. You can't see out of the bubble. It's almost like you're looking. It's like
Also,
very foggy glass.
hijack.
but-
I changed my mind. I'm going in because I don't want to spend gaseous form.
All right.
Right, just so you know how a good description of how the astral plane would be nothing. It would look like nothing.
It's like that one SpongeBob episode where Squidward accidentally travels to the future and gets trapped in a nebulous form. That. It's just white as nothingness as far as you go.
I
Yeah,
still would
but
like
it's
to
not
talk
black.
about
It's
Rune
not like
Guy.
the abyss. It's more like
I guess that's why I said
War.
white.
yeah, it's like a fog of war.
It's not nothing. It's filled with planetary bodies. It's filled with roots, stars.
It's like a smoky, ethereal kind of gray
It's
place.
it's a smoky, ethereal place.
Yeah.
And very, very dulled colors, so you get a lot of pastel-y.
Yeah, it's very
about as
pastel
bright as you could.
and very
And
reminiscent of you know that painting of the stairs going everywhere. It's
Oh,
Oh,
Escher.
MC
it's-
Escher. I
yeah,
love that
Its
painting.
terrain is reminiscent.
Yep.
Like you have upside down cliff mountains going everywhere.
Up and
It's-
down and all around.
Yeah, stuff is floating. It's the astral plane.
Now,
Mhm.
while Nutters is telling everybody to like focus inward and not look at anything for too long, or not focus their attention at it for too long, I'm gonna gaze around. I want to look. I
So you're
wanna
gonna break
see-
your
I
own
want-
rule?
Well, because I know what I'm doing. into those other people in the party that also can do things like, you know, do clear mind and other things like that, it would be safe for them too as well. But
I know what you're looking
Others
for. You're not going to see that from here.
okay,
You definitely have to trench deeper.
right. Just figured I'd look.
You can see,
'Cause, I mean,
looking
why
through, you
wouldn't
see,
Why wouldn't he? You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because he knows what he's looking for
Yeah.
there.
Looking through, you do actually see the aspect of the Yggdrasil tree that connects through a enormous root. So normally what you would see is the tree's size that already peaks so far above is just a skim of a root that goes up to an even bigger tree. So due to the astral realm,
Hijack,
you are
remember
seeing
what I
a
sent
tree.
you a couple of weeks ago?
I do. That's why I said your story is different. And
Okay.
also, that is probably not something you can do right now because, I mean, you can, but I'm also very willing to kill your character.
I still would like to talk to the rune guy.
Go ahead.
Well, I mean, we can always go back. Right now, we're
Yeah, you
just
go back.
waiting out this water flood to come through and go away.
I meant about Dev's quest.
Nutters pretends that he's looking at a watch on his wrist, taps his foot a couple of times, and pulls out the sword again and goes, "Okay, so who wants this?"
Yeah, I know.
Is no one taking it?
No one has yet.
I can't use a sword.
Well,
it is a long sword.
I can't use a long sword.
It will require you to be able to attune to it.
I'll take it.
I don't
Two
know.
times.
I don't have-
Melee
I'm-
combat
is
I
not
don't
my
even know what
thing.
I'm taking.
I don't have the
I'll take it.
strength to use.
You're too
I don't have
small,
the
I'm
strength-
sorry.
Dang it.
Yeah, I don't have the strength.
I don't have the strength to use long swords.
There is a size requirement for this ride. I'm sorry, Zep.
Unless it's
I refuse the size requirement. I want to try to pick it up.
unless it's like one of those swords that use dexterity.
Oh, this
then I
was
would take it.
definitely a great sword. Level
No,
of shit.
it's a long sword. It's a long.
It's a long sword?
Yeah, I
Does
made
it-
it a long sword.
Oh, you made it.
Does it use strength or dex?
It uses strength.
Strength.
Nah, I can't use it then. My strength is poopy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think to use a long sword, you have to have at least a 12.
I have
yeah,
plus 3
yeah,
inch.
Maybe it'll just resize.
Don't
to
worry,
where
don't
can
worry.
pick
I
it
will
up.
I will make you a sword that you can wield, and I will call it the Angry Inch.
The Angry Inch.
The Angry Inch.
Amazing.
I like that.
Can
Can I
monks
have
even-
it instead?
Wait, can monks even use big weapons like that?
Yes, but actually no.
I know they can use quarterstaffs and stuff like that.
You technically can use it.
You can use a wizard can pick up a sword and start fighting, but it's not a good idea.
Yeah.
For anybody that looks, the sword looks like any other katana would look, except it's master quality work. I want to point that out.
Oh yeah.
The blade itself is a Damascus of Dwarven and Elven steel, so it's Dwarven steel Damascus with a backbone of adamantine.
It's braining something in my brain. Stop.
The runes are carved or etched into the blade along both sides, and the blade, when unsheathed, emits a pale blue glow. Where the blade itself
Oh,
is emanating the glow.
before I forget, yo, West, roll on your timetable.
Ah, yes.
Go west. It's time to do.
Do the thing.
I'm just gonna put this
Do a
out there.
flip.
Before anyone
wait,
ever
wait,
goes out
wait.
of the astral plane, Tupa's gonna check beforehand because she can breathe in water.
Hold on, here we go.
This
Putting that
isn't
out there.
something you want to breathe in.
I don't need breath.
But what I'm saying is, it's not the water that's dangerous.
It's the everything.
It's what's it?
It's
The
the
water is
that
no,
we're
water
trying
is
to
dangerous.
avoid.
Water is dangerous.
Have you seen the movie Sharknado? It's
Uh-huh.
basically that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're hiding from it in the water from the elemental plane. We're hiding from the elemental creatures in the water from the elemental plane.
It's fantasy Sharknado, everyone.
But if anyone is going to go out and check if the water's gone, it should be the person who can live in the water and be okay.
I
Why
can
not
live
just
in
have
water.
the person who's staying outside of the water
Okay,
just
you're a
come in?
skeleton. That's true.
I mean, if we just wait here for a minute, it should be gone. By the time somebody decides that they're taking the sword, it should be gone.
So Jerome, outside, you've watched as the corners, these large waves appear, then slowly crash down towards the center and just wash past. And they splash up against the tree, and Belfog below you gets fucking soaked. But it is just left a thin layer of wet. And you watch different splotches of this wet as small elemental creatures just all start appearing out of it. A collection of Chewinga elementals. There's a specific name for a certain one. They look like little fucking gargoyles.
Gnomes.
Little gargoyles.
Little gargoyles.
Gremlins. Minions.
They're a
imps.
half CR water creature. And Nidhogg is going around pushing things out of the radius of the tree. So it is dried very quickly.
Be gone in splashes of water.
Can I do a general perception check of the area just to see if anything has greatly changed?
It's a lot more shiny.
Just it's glistening from the dew of the morning rain.
Hey, Hijack, how quickly can I create a spell?
It is a month process.
Like, even if it's a really basic, simple spell?
Usually, but for you, I'd probably half the time, so half a month.
Oh, well, I was gonna say, because I was
Spells
thinking,
are
how
big thing.
quickly could I come up with a way to do evaporate?
Oh, something like that? Are you talking like tweaking spells?
Yeah, like,
You
how could I tweak a spell to do,
Yeah, you
to
could.
basically evaporate in an area?
Yeah, you could tweak a spell.
Evaporation.
Yeah, there's already a spell for that. Destroy water.
Oh, yeah.
Create/destroy water.
Oh, wow, how, let's see, if I meta magic that to max it out, how big of an area could I do?
How big of an area do you want to do?
Okay, so you could double the range.
A water
norm.
method?
Do you want to do it?
Hijack.
Huh?
Was it a water method?
Yes, thank you. The word is
There you
method.
go.
Oh, those
Mucking.
guys are a pain in the butt. Yeah, I definitely want to destroy water.
Just a method appears. I am here! Ah!
Nutter sees Rob in his dream form swimming around like he is completely at home in the astral realm.
Going down in the deep.
Yeah,
Brain
it wouldn't
goes-
be. That's why we came in the astral plane. Elemental creatures can't come here.
Yeah.
That
How
was
am I
the
in
point
here?
of sliding into the
How am
point
I in
where we're
here?
at.
In
How
where?
to put in here?
How you and where?
How am I in the astral plane then?
We don't ask questions here.
Okay.
We don't talk about.
We only get answers.
The first rule about Astral Club is you don't talk about Astral Club.
Especially not while
Exactly.
in the Astro Club.
Talk about Bruno.
Hey, Nutters shows them. You know, Nutters is like, hey, y'all want to see something cool?
Hey y'all.
And
I suppose there's not much to do.
He concentrates in the area before him, thinking about an inflated plastic beach ball. As one suddenly appears.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I am Gengar's
Um,
chosen.
So 30-foot cube, and you can raise it by 50%. So from there, you get yourself a 45-foot area. And then from there, is there a... I think you have another meta magic or something?
I can maximize it.
Yeah,
But
maximize. You can.
it doesn't make the area bigger. It just means that all the damage is max.
All right. Yeah, you can sweep a 45-foot cube.
Right, and then I can safe spell it so it only affects the creatures.
Millimeter.
But that would use me up.
Yeah.
It's basically, Nutter says, when you imagine something on the astral plane, it manifests. But it's not real. And he pokes it as it, like, just kind of falls apart, disintegrates.
Like a bubble.
Kinda, yeah.
Jerome,
So you've got,
after
you've got
maybe
basically a
about
magic bubble blower
5
shaker
minutes,
that you
the
blow
water
into
has
it, and then
splashed
it shakes
through,
it.
and it seems to have died down.
Hijack, as soon as it seems safe, I'm going
Rob says
to...
beginner's stuff and summons a volleyball net.
I'm going to go down to the entrance, stick my head in and yell, "Everyone get out here, we need to have a talk."
I will step out, because I'm probably standing right next to the portal.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Nutter starts ushering everybody out.
As Belfog is just kind of sat there, his clothes now tight to the muscle of his body as he's just drenched in water. He is holding his hammer, and he just wipes his brow from the water.
Is that the rune guy?
That is the rune
Yes.
I'm gonna cast Gus.
I still need to talk to him.
I'm
You can talk
gonna
to him.
lean into my bag and ask Fuzzy Bottom if he'd like to try to cast the cantrip dry.
Fuzzy Bottom will come out and dry off Belfog.
1 sec nutters, I got one thing I need to do in there real quick.
In the astral plane?
Yeah.
Nobody made you leave.
Hi.
No one's making you leave.
I was just getting everybody out that was not ready for the astral plane yet. We are gonna have to go free floating in the astral plane though. This morning now.
You said nutters ushers everyone out.
Ushering doesn't mean that I was like
Pushing.
forcibly removing you. I'm just a squirrel. I was waving my
Basically,
arms.
he
Alright,
held the
everybody
door
get out.
open and like motioned
Am I
for
not
people
part
to
of
get out.
everyone?
Yeah.
Ushering
Oh my
doesn't mean
lord.
you're being forced to leave. It just means.
It just means
"All
he's
right,
holding
let's
the
get
door
going."
open for you, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just basically saying, all right, everybody can leave now. Come on, let's do it. I wasn't like making anybody go. You're in there. You're in there.
Oh, Jerome, you do see one thing actually.
No.
It's your mother.
Out of all the giants, there is the singular bright red cap giant, Thune, largest of the giants, and as the water splashes him, all this different vegetation starts appearing around him. Not like trees and shit.
Like vines and moss?
Moss, vines, and more fungus just starts growing off of him at a rapid rate.
That's right. You know what? I'll remember something now. No, go back.
Okay.
I forgot. I already did enchant my acorn or something.
You got a new one though, from Yagerson.
You know, you remember the acorn that was dropped as a gift to me? I already enchanted it. Remember,
did
I
you?
enchanted it with the tsunami, nature
Of squirrel.
tsunami. No,
Oh.
and then I enchanted it with the nature tsunami.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
epic
I
spell.
I thought you flavored the nature to become squirrels.
Nah.
No, okay. So it is still just nature tsunami.
Yeah, it's just
Alright.
the max version of nature tsunami.
All right.
It's basically an atomic blast of life. I can send you the actual spell. I think I did send it.
I
to
think you
actually.
did. I'm pretty sure you did. I know of the epic spells. I've looked
Yeah,
at the
it
epic
starts
spell
with
list
a
before.
V.
They've got
It
some
look-
pretty
it
fucking
starts
cool ones
with a
there.
V, so I can't remember the name of it. Just because it's Latin.
Yeah.
But it translates to nature tsunami.
Scout,
Yes.
go ahead.
Head Hello.
Belfog looks at you.
You know about runes, right?
He nods softly.
I take out the book, and I kind of like flip through the pages, and I ask, like, do you know what these mean?
They are story glyphs.
Okay.
They do not mean just one thing. He gestures to one, and he starts tracing the back and the etchings on their back, as he says, through Trail of Eyes, he says, Winter Trial, Frosted Breath, Held Body, and Stored Soul. Or Stoward Soul. Something about trial by ice. Something about brushing your mic, using your mic as a toothbrush. Thank you. Yeah.
Dang it.
It's something about trial by ice.
Oh, by ice.
I've got a question.
Family through frost.
These runes on the halberd. They appear to say snoo snoo, but are they in fact runes?
These are what we call pizzazz.
Ah, yes.
Yes, Joe. The first, I could have told you that. It says snoo snoo. You were right the first time.
I just wasn't sure because they seem to glow whenever you attack something.
Two separate brass knuckles welded together. They both say snoo and snoo.
Yes.
The book talked about how they glue the runes glowed blue, right?
They show glowing blue.
Do the runes like have power because they glow, or is it just like tattoo that look like runes?
They are both.
So they have power in the tattoos.
They are tattooed runes that bring power.
Do you know anything about like does it say anything about where the trials are?
It does not. I would not know where the trials are or what the trial is. All I know is it seems to be very specific script, almost like incantations of sorts. It's called string glyphing. It's a series of different glyphs, all leading to tell one singular tale, one singular coherent thought, where only when brought all together do they do anything. And it seems no two tale are quite the same.
What did I miss in back?
Serious moment. Sticking butterfly comes in. What did I miss?
Good grief.
Seems about right.
Okay, I guess that's it for now. And
Any other questions, Scout?
not that I can think of.
Are you sure about that?
He doesn't know what the runes are. He says that all the runes are different, but they
He says
tell
that
us-
they're he didn't say he didn't know what they are. He just said they were story runes.
Can you tell me what the story runes say?
It's just describing different trials, different tales that the person has told. It's like a coming of age thing. It looks like they did one grand task, and through it they were blessed by the tribe. Hey TK, you okay over there? It sounds like you're squeaking one of those like silly straws.
They did one.
I guess. I'm sorry. I guess the little arm from my mic is freaking rubbing up against my shoulder.
He did one grand task and got blessed by the tribe.
I got a question. Nutter's holding up his hand.
Was a grand task.
Is there
I mean,
something wrong with my sword? Is that why nobody wants it?
I mean,
I want it.
I did.
I don't
did-
want to take it away from the butterfly.
I want it. I can hold it. I'm just as good as any of you.
Hijack.
Yeah.
Just because I'm small.
Going back to the town.
Mhm.
That statue that I have of me, does it have runes on it?
It does not.
I'm trying to pick it up.
So, giving that giant gold bag to the town long ago was not a grand trial or a grand quest or a big accomplishment.
That's called charity.
Oh, then what do we consider a grand quest that I have done? I think I only did that.
He palms his good arm towards you. He's like, "Come here," kind of like a "come here" gesture.
You're about to get talked to.
Oh no, I don't want to know about the birds and the bees.
You're about to get to talk, bro.
You're
Fine,
right
here
next
we-
to Jackals. You already see him do many things.
Here we go.
You guys watch as Axel approaches Belfog as Belfog kind of pulls you into a bit of a hug, leaning you over leaning your head over his shoulder as he, with his skeletal, his covered more skeletal arm, he pushes your head down over his shoulder, holding your ears downwards. As with his other, you feel him ruffling around in your fur.
Ugh.
Yep, you're about to learn the birds and the bees the hard way.
Dude, I think you're.
And then
Seriously.
he takes his thumb, he licks it, and you feel him smoothing out some hair at the very back of your neck. And then he scratches something.
Isn't this will be feeling nice because of the amount of stress?
Probably.
Just the amount of stress I've been through.
He's like, I'm being held.
Finally, comfort.
I feel like they're gonna fuck.
No,
Nah.
This is really what this is starting to sound like, though.
No, that's not until later. That's not until
That's not till later. Hold up.
Oh dear.
Hold up, Devlin. Hold up, Devlin. Hold up.
He's gonna get handed a lollipop and told to keep it to himself.
Hold up, Devlin. Scout just said that.
Didn't.
Yes, you did.
Let's go. We all heard it.
We all heard it.
As
No one's
you
confused.
guys watch as Belfog pulls out this strange kind of it's this rounded tip, and on it is a pin.
He pulls out his rounded tip. Yeah, told you.
And he stabs it into the back of your neck at your spine, Scout.
Oh my
Owie.
gosh.
And he pulls it away.
It's not the first time.
Like a bed bug.
And
only
it
got stabbed in the
sends
brain.
this jolt of electricity through your spine.
Again, not the first time.
Not the first time Scout's been stabbed by somebody. Trying to
And
help us.
It's not his first time. It's only like a needle prick.
Oh God, I hate those.
As he covers he rubs the blood away and he covers the fur. You guys watch the spot he's stabbed as Axel's orange fur in this sort of strange squiggled dot pattern, kind of like a bean. The fur on the back of his neck in that single spot turns white.
We can flick your bean now.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Hated here.
You're the one who started it.
No, I didn't.
As he sits you up, he gestures.
Right.
He gestures down to a puddle below, and he pulls out a reflective surface and tries to hold it so you can see.
I'm looking.
And you see that single bean, that bean-like dot.
What? Okay, what is that?
You officially are has been.
That
Bean or beam?
That would be your.
Obviously, bean.
That would be your tribunal story, Glyph.
Oh.
It seems some elder of your tribe has blessed you with it. Have you partaken in start of any type of trial?
Maybe. Could this be Granny Snow?
Who?
She says she would be technically tribe, right? And she is an elder.
Is this
She's an ancient.
Is this an elder of your rabbit family? Of your
Technically,
tribe?
no, but she adopted me.
If it is not blood, then most likely not.
Dang.
It could be the father, maybe. Well, it's not Smith because he's not an elder.
Which Smith? There's two.
There's four.
Alright, it's time for
There's
it
four.
to come out.
Yeah, there's four.
Oh, we met
I
two.
am your father.
You don't look like a Steve rabbit.
I just blow the fly away.
I cannot tell
Okay.
you what your trial is, as at this point I have merely activated the glyph, but it's for you to tell your trial, and for you to tell your tale. It will remember the pain, it will remember the sacrifice, and it will remember the success.
Pain and sacrifice, you say?
I think that's kind of the norm for Scout now.
Yeah. And then out comes the Axel Waddle. Oh no, he's around us.
You summoned him.
There were Axel Waters in that river.
Now, is there anything else I must aid with before I return to my activity?
You're gonna ask
Yes,
about you don't want to ask about the thing, Scout?
the thing?
You know, the thing.
Thingy thing, that's thingy.
The thing that Vessel has with the thing.
Oh. Oh yeah, armor.
The thing you.
Well, this is not the place, is it? Or is it?
It is the place.
It is.
Oh, up. Okay then. I thought this was like next, but okay.
I asked Hijack about it. He's like, yeah.
This is the place.
Okay.
The place trademark.
I don't know how I'm gonna do this because it's wouldn't burn. Okay. I have a friend who is a living suit of armor. He died and became like goo. he sacrificed himself, blew up, and then I think blew up again, and he became just liquid metal. But he somehow, his soul, his, we have his remains. Can and it seems like he's still alive somehow. Can you fix the? Can you somehow make him alive again?
I am no necromancer.
But he's a magic suit of armor.
I am no clergyman.
Do you know of one named Tibble?
You see, just kind of real, just like, someone say tip?
That's my bird right there.
He walks in, so he's like, I just heard a huge ass thing going on outside. There was a whole bunch of water. Oh, hey, Tibble.
Oh no.
Oh, wait a minute. When did he die?
Long ago.
Long ass time ago.
Don't worry about it. Rex County don't need to worry about it.
It's arguable that it's my fault.
Argue. It's arguable that it's Scout's fault.
I will sticking punch you across this whole chasm.
You're hunting for the head of that warlord, right?
Yeah.
Hunting.
He's looking at the. I'm guessing you've shown him the liquid.
Yeah, just the liquid.
As with his
Vessel says, "Ah."
As with his bandaged arm, he reaches in and he pulls some up through his hand, of which it instantly erodes away at the bandaging, and it shows his skeletal hand.
Ew. Yeah, details.
I could perhaps, with this, make a weapon that could fix your warlord problem.
A weapon?
A weapon.
A weapon.
A weapon?
Weapon.
A blade.
So we will be able to apply weapon to situation.
We're not turning armor into a weapon now, are we?
Or I could indeed return this to a plate mail form, but I am not able to return a soul to a body. If what you wish is a corpse to bury, I can make that for you.
What about a vessel?
He wasn't a corpse, though. He was not a construct. He was a... What was the word you gave in? The type. A collider?
I am unfamiliar.
You know that the big armored
Golem?
warlord lady? No.
I do.
He's basically that.
Animated armor?
But he's not animated armor. He was born like that. And he just uses armor as his form.
My precaution would be correct. I could make you a weapon that would allow you to deal the final blow to this warlord when the time comes. As I'm afraid alone, she is most likely not on the spectrum of killable.
He does have anti-magic shit.
You got no plot armor on me.
I could make you a weapon if you wish, or I can make the armor that you request, but I cannot confirm, I cannot promise that a soul could return to this armor, even if
Let
the
me
soul
worry
wishes
about
to.
that.
Oh, no.
I can only make something once. I can only make one thing with this. So you better choose wisely.
Weaponize your friend, or no weapon, and get their body.
No weapon?
Weapon or defense?
Weapon.
Why not both?
You know, he does have a point.
Hi, Jack.
Yep.
If he makes his armor and somehow it doesn't work, would I be able to wear it?
But you're a monk.
Yes.
It depends on what kind of armor he makes.
What happens if he makes it incredibly light? And it just makes me like.
But you're a monk.
I'm not gonna say anything until it happens.
Of course you're not.
You can't wear armor. You're
I can't.
light.
I have armor on.
You don't have armor.
Why?
Yeah, I do.
You
It's
Your
the leaf
best
still.
thing for you would be things like bracers of defense.
I still technically have the leaf still on.
But leaf steel has a weightless property, which can be contributed to not be wearing armor at all.
Yes. But technically I'm wearing
But
armor.
that is leaf steel specifically.
Mm.
That is a special property to leaf steel. It is light as leaf. It is weightless.
So we make a weapon and possibly not get armor again. Or make armor, but it doesn't work. So we don't get the weapon. Vessel, what do we do?
Weapon.
You're not Vessel.
Make it a weapon. Always make it a weapon.
Weapons are weapons.
Yes, but armor has good throw and good punch, remember?
You really think I want to be thrown again? Are you trying to argue to have him brought back or not?
No. Why don't we make something
One
actually
cannot
useful,
underestimate
like an
how-
instrument?
If armor could pick up Vessel now and throw him with a nat 20, imagine the sheer force of it.
I think an
Come
instrument.
on,
would be a great
Dribbling.
idea.
Come on, Dribbling. I know you like being thrown by armor.
No.
No.
Anyone says weapon, but
I'm not saying weapon.
yeah,
I'm saying instrument.
I really want to war back though.
You should make it an instrument. You know what you can do it? You can make music with instruments,
I already have one though.
but make a better one.
No,
Bringing who back? Is someone missing? Did someone get lost?
Yes. You. It's your marbles.
Rob, I'm guessing you've come back through. Since since nothing has happened there for the little bit.
man, I don't know what to do. All this time trying to get armor, and we can possibly get him now, but the lady will be unkillable in a way.
Why not take the weapon now and get armor back later?
No, it's one or the other.
Oh, it's one or the other. Is it one or the other?
Yes.
Make the sacrifice.
I mean, he already did.
Exactly. He'd want to do it again.
Don't make his sacrifice in vain.
I can make
I'll
one.
say.
I can
That's
make
just
one
selfish.
thing for you.
I'll say the weapon.
Are you sure? Is this choice your own or persuaded by the group?
It's persuaded by the group.
This is your choice. If this is your friend, as you say, this choice is yours. What
Get your friend back.
do you
Do it.
want?
It's beautiful.
Can I use clear mind?
Sure. It's not
Right.
gonna do anything for you.
I know. But now I can just do this. Okay, I've decided.
Oh, that's fucking. So who doesn't? People who can't see it, he deafened himself in Discord.
Good grief.
Yes, the only proper response to shenanigans.
Ah, yes.
I decided.
Yes, West.
Has Rob come back through the portal yet?
I'm assuming yes.
Well, as soon as Rob comes through, I would go find everyone else because I need to have that meeting with everyone. As I said.
I decided. It's gonna be the armor.
Okay.
Nutters puts the sword in his bag and shrugs at everybody.
Again, I will do it. I will lift this mighty thing.
You know what? Fuck it, Zephyr. Roll a d20.
Let's go.
Zephyr,
Let's
what's
see
your
if he
strength
wields
score?
the sword or if the sword wields him.
Zephyr, what's your strength score?
It is a legendary,
My
so
strength
it
score is
would
14.
actually.
I have a +2.
Okay.
It is an artifact, so it technically would develop a personality.
What is Rob needed for?
Not necessarily needed for. I just need everyone, as I am planning to have a meeting. So I was just waiting for everyone to come through, and then I heard that you were staying in there longer, so I was just waiting for you to come out, to then gather everyone, to then have the meeting.
You will not be able to go out and do the thing you're thinking about wanting to do, Mega, because I know what it is, and I know. And I know the answer is going to be a no.
You know, Nutter says, you know what, enough of this. He takes the sword and he sticks it into the stone ground. He's like, whoever can pull it out can
With
have
Nutters or with Barber?
I wanted to try to pick it up.
Give me a second.
I guess column A and B.
I'm simply waiting my turn.
And I whisper to the sword. I lean in and whisper to the sword. You can choose who you want. And walk away.
So I am stuck with the party?
Yeah, you're back with the party.
I got a...
Okay.
I got 14 plus 2. I got 16.
I was just saying because you, Rob, see the liquid goop that was once Tibble. You don't actually have much correlation to the person, with the goop.
Wait a minute, is this just a strength check, or is this, like, athletics?
Just a D20.
That was once who?
Once Tibble.
It's what?
Or more.
What is your class?
Okay.
What class are you?
I
think he's a-
am part bard, part rogue.
Yeah, he's a brogue.
I'm a brogue. I love it. I love that name. I'm a brogue.
Well, I mean...
Aren't you a College of Swords,
It
bro?
would resize to you, technically. It's a magical weapon, so when you were to try to pick it up, it would size to your body, but you would still have to have the ability to wield the weapon.
Do you
What
have
kind
the...
of weapon is it?
It's
a long sword.
This one's a long sword, so you weren't going with the one that needs...
Slightly oversized, so...
So is
it
this the
requires a
great
strength
weapon
of
one,
12.
or...?
No,
Okay.
It still requires a strength of 12 to wield it. Like,
I have a strength of 14.
You can wield it.
Okay, so you can wield it. The question is can you do it proficiently, or are you gonna be taking a -2 every time you swing that thing?
Okay.
Well, that's the question. What do I have to be proficient in? It's a longsword. I have proficiency in longsword.
Yeah, you could use it.
Then you can use it.
I have the power.
That's what I've been asking. But it's too late now. It's up to the sword. I stuck it in the ground and told the sword it could wield it.
Okay.
So now it's basically the sword and the stone. The sword's gonna pick. So I got tired of everybody. I offered it to everybody. Nobody took it.
He took the offer.
He did take the offer.
fine.
He did take the offer.
But you said he couldn't, though.
Said he technically couldn't.
Well, I mean, if he's got long
Too
swords,
big, but I technically could because magic, and therefore.
Yeah, but this weapon doesn't change. It can't change size is the problem. It loses its capability if it does.
I will wield it with my bare, tiny hand.
Exactly. You'd be carrying it around like, just like, tactical nuke! And drop it on someone.
It'd be like an ant carrying a whole sandwich around.
I will do it.
Yeah, it'd basically be an ant carrying a samurai sword.
So yeah. So who's gonna pull it out?
We'll figure
And
that
Vessel
out.
can try.
And I left it open, so DM, it's up to DM for real now.
So, Belfog looks at you, Nutters, as he says, "Would you mind if I borrowed your time dilation sphere?"
I gave it to you. It's yours. And I point at it on his counter.
Is your group willing to stay here for 4 days, perhaps? Not specifically my workshop, but I'm going to be making something and working on something. And even with the dilation of the sphere, it'll take about 4 days.
Nutters pulls out a door and introduces him to the Nutters verse. Asks him if he would like to use his workshop and facilities.
He shakes his head no. I have to use my forge. And he looks at Axel and he says, I will be taking this one. For a little bit. 4 days your time. I don't know how long hours.
Use lube.
You see, like, he's thinking, is like trying to figure out what you mean. Oh. Very well. And the rest of the group is off. So, you guys have 4 days at the tree to do whatever you want.
Spend all 4 days trying to pull the sword out of the stone.
Roll 4 consecutive d20s.
Nutters is going to spend those 4 days and he's gonna make the fairy a sword.
Okay, first roll is okay. What am I rolling with any skill or is it just
No,
a strength
just
check?
roll.
Just
Just a strength.
Oh wait, damn it, that's the wrong thing.
Okay, then I got 16 plus 2. That's 18.
Okay. Is that the highest one?
The highest? No, you said to roll 4 in a row. I'm rolling them one at a time.
Okay.
The next one.
Is this okay?
17 plus 2, so 19. Followed by another 17 plus 2, 19. Followed by... Oh, I dropped it. Ooh, 19. So 19 plus 2, 21.
Yeah, that works.
18 to 19 to 21.
No, you don't pull it out.
Dang it!
Dang it!
Nutters presents the fairy.
You have to be on it.
A miniature, what looks like a rapier. You know those little like pirate swords? you
Jerome?
get in, like drinks.
Yes.
I'm gonna warn you one thing about the days, okay?
Okay.
Oh, well, I wanted to have a meeting before we
I know,
start any
I
of
know,
that.
I know, but just so you know, I'm gonna roll a d4, and that's your answer.
Okay.
That day.
Oh, okay. That's
That day from now.
Well, thankfully, before we even start the days, I will start having the conversation with everyone.
Okay. As Jerome will group everyone up for a conversation. Minus Scout. Or are you
What if
gonna?
I
Or are you gonna
reduce
have
it?
Scout pull? Yeah, I guess you could have Scout. Yeah, Scout will be there for those. Because this is just before the days start.
So very quickly, I want to explain what happened with my brother. So that
Who?
man, do you remember the man who I told you to stop attacking? Nevertheless, you still attacked.
Everybody attack someone? What?
Do you not remember the man who seemed to be getting a great deal of pleasure being
Remember,
attacked?
Draco was in the bag while that was happening.
And Draco was in the back for
when that was
that.
happening?
Draco
Okay.
was in the back for that.
For you, for context,
He was in
my
the back and was
Hey,
fucking
what did I
drunk.
miss?
Fuck.
Bad stuff.
Then for you, Draco, this will make even less sense for you. But nevertheless, my brother of sorts showed up unannounced in the woods, was found by Zephyr, and was promptly attacked by the party. I want to explain some things very quickly to all of you. First off, he is harmless so long as he is not provoked. That means none of you should attack him for any reason. He gets great pleasure from this, as he cannot exactly die in any way. He was the one who found me out of the forest and brought me to our master. He then went on a mission. He got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He got lost on one of these missions and decided he was abandoned. He then found a way to trap himself inside of a time loop so that he may never die. If I were to
Little
die,
out of
I
order
would...
events, but yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's
Nevertheless.
semantics.
Semantics, doesn't matter the order. Nevertheless, if I were to die, a new me would come in my place to finish my mission. He, on the other hand, would just come back. He cannot die. So for that reason, none of you are to attack him for any reason. He will not hurt any of you, so long as none of you give him a reason to, or anger him in a way. He turns to look at wait, what's Mega's character's name?
Rob?
Rob? Robin Hood? He turns over to Rob and says, Rob, what you did when you offered him immense amount of pain and then did not follow through is one of the only reasons he would ever attack someone. You, in a way, were presenting him with something he wanted, but then pulled the rug out from under him at the last moment. So long as none of you do that, he will not attack you. Are there any questions?
Okay. The creepy
The
dude
person
from...
yesterday that you all attacked, and
I didn't see no one. I was making potions.
that's another person who didn't see it. My brother showed up, we all attacked him, he got great pleasure from it, and then tried to attack back and got stronger because of it.
Sounds like a weirdo.
Indeed, it is a weirdo.
What's
Draco
what
was
is this
sleeping for
fight
most
you are
of that
talking about,
conversation.
Jerome.
Tupo also wasn't there for that.
Wait, Tupa wasn't there as well?
No, I had gone to see. I had gone for a walk.
No one was
I
there.
thought you left for a walk after.
No, I left for a walk before, or before Zor.
As Zephyr left,
Zephyr
so
got
did they.
back, yeah.
But Zephyr, oh yeah, because they didn't come back until later.
They went different directions.
Okay. Yep, fair enough.
I think I said I left like 5 minutes after Zephyr left, and went the other way.
Well, let's just put it this way. If a strange man asks you to hit him, don't.
That's mostly everyone, though.
That sounds like common sense, yes.
And yet, people were still doing it.
That's mostly everyone, though, in this party.
Common sense, schmammon sense.
I have a quick question, Devlin.
Yeah.
Whenever you say against medium or large creatures, it gains that to hit. Is that like in addition to what I already have?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's Devlin.
Okay. Alright. Nutters. I'm looking at his private chat. But,
I mean, it's nothing
okay.
super,
I'm just
like-
saying, because they might not pick up on that analogy.
Well,
Yeah.
the
It's
thing
a nice
is, I
sword.
already have I already have a plus 11, so if I add that to it,
That gives you a nice bonus, yeah.
yeah, it does.
And remember, it's not hold on.
Okay.
Not just.
That works.
And that's also in addition to all the other stuff that the sword gets, like the +3 damage and the hit, and the +2d6 radiant damage. They're all bonus to that. The radiant damage is an elemental effect that happens, so.
Dang it.
Its balance effect is that whenever you score a critical hit, the item emits a squeaking noise audible within 5 feet.
He just finds that one the easiest. Wes.
Understandably.
Like the easiest to get.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Nevertheless, he will eventually show up at some point, back to the party. So just keep in mind, don't listen to any strange men, but he is completely harmless.
I wonder what would happen if I cast Bliss on him.
I would not do that.
Why? It's the exact opposite of hurting him.
Let's put it this way. He is stuck so far out of life that any sense of anything brings him great pleasure. Whether that is something painful or something extremely joyful. Anything like that is as if we went back to Jollyfield and got hooped up on the hookah.
We're talking about Jollyfield.
We are talking about Jollyfield because that's where I.
Oh, you want to know about Jollyfield? I know a thing or two about Jollyfield. Jollyfield is a pretty nice place there, you know.
What's a pretty nice place there, you say?
Jollyfield is a really nice place. A place there you like to go. When you want to go, you go, you know?
Oh, can I go to Jollyfield? I really want to go to Jollyfield. Jollyfield sounds like a really fun place to go.
A really fun place to go. You go to the place. You go down to the store. You can go anywhere. Like there's the old stable. There's the you could go down to a tavern, get into the tavern, get yourself some beer, get yourself a drink, get yourself mead, food, something. Interact with people. There's drinks, home, whores, people. You know how it is. It's Jollyfield.
Oh, how stable is the stable? Is it as stable as the stable should be?
Oh, the stable's as stable as the stable should be stably.
I hate this.
That's Jollyfield.
Very jolly.
Very jolly, but not many fields.
Oh, I have not done the Jollyfieldian accent in a while, and it kills me. Oh. Jollyfield, for anyone who doesn't know, is filled with a bunch of people who would probably talk like an auctioneer. Everyone talks like an auctioneer with how fast they are. Just like, hey, buddy, welcome in. What can I get you? Can I get you something? Okay, you want a horse? Horse, I got a few horses. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you want this one, that one? Okay, you got this one. Sold. Okay, bye. That was quite literally an interaction they had, and they're like, what just happened?
That's how we
There's
got
also a
Roach.
lot of drugs.
Oh, yeah, there's a fuck ton of drugs.
That's how we got
Very
Roach.
much drugus.
Very drugies.
By the way,
That's how we got
color do
Roach.
you want yours to
Ahaha.
your toothpick of Owie? What color do you want it to be? That's what you got to pick from. I pushed the pick.
Anywho,
Okay.
any more questions for Jerome? Or Jerome, any more statements to Jerome?
What?
Once Jerome is done, can we? What happened to me? I had to go feed the dogs.
Where did you post it?
You're gonna go into a forging process with Belfog to craft.
Yay!
Oh my god.
We're gonna make a montage.
Pretty much.
Does it have to be all one solid color like that?
Jerome, any more statements?
I guess I'll take the golden one.
He will be returning at some point soon. Just everyone be aware, if you see anyone who seems a bit out of touch
Jolly?
with reality, please direct me their way. I need to have a talk with them.
You're out of touch.
Yeah, this sword literally looks like a toy, but it's not. It just looks like that.
Then I'll take the golden one.
No further questions?
I have nothing.
Objection here,
No
say.
further questions.
Okay. Court is adjourned. As
What?
Scout,
What? I fell asleep. What happened?
Scout,
Yes.
you and Belfog go and start the forging process. A long process between making the armor, setting it up properly, making it the right proportions to your specifications. You have to go with him to different parts of the world tree.
Rob during the 4 days is going to drink with Ravel because Revel is the only person how can get Rob drunk.
Oh God, Rob turned Jolly Fieldian for a second. All right. You're gonna have to go to certain different places. Lore, where's my lore? Quick, Tupa, where's the lore? Damn it, Tupa, the lore.
Get map
With the Lorax.
You know, hey, Cyril, don't forget.
Lord.
Nutters gave you something last
Where's my
couple
pad?
episodes ago.
Yeah, the transmutation ring. Or elemental ring.
Well, there was also something else too.
Was it?
The mechanical phoenix.
Okay. Oh yeah, that too. So, Scout, you're being taken to places like Muselheim to relight the forge, Virgil, and Virgilmere in order to get some specific very acidic water.
So you're using the you're going Bifrosting.
Yeah, he's going Bifrosting.
Bifrost surfing.
What could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly go right?
Everything.
Heimdall! Anywho. Yeah. Day 1. What's everyone doing?
Winning.
Weeping. I'm very grateful for my new sword that I was given instead of the large one, but I cannot pull it out of the ground, so I'm weeping.
Drinking.
Nutters. Okay. Nutters.
Yeah.
Nutters. Nutters, do you think that I would be allowed to leave the tree and then return? Or is that out of the question?
The last time that happened.
Well, if you leave the tree, dangerous out there.
It is also my home, so I will take that risk.
It's not the same place it was. This is not your. I try to explain how this is not his home anymore. It's something new and different.
Would it be possible for me to come back to the tree, though?
As long as Nutter's there.
As long as no-
Now, sorry, my mom interrupted me. I couldn't hear.
Tupa's just asking if she can come back to the tree.
It's up to her
leave
to
me
leave and come back.
for like a day. Like she just wants to like fly around for the day, see what
You have
happened.
a
to the
send-
movie for the
Nutters
flood.
make sure that everybody in the group has a sending stone. For one. So anybody in the group that does not have a sending stone is given one while we're all together.
I did not
Alright.
have one, so I now have one.
So now we have sending stones.
Okay, so Tupa's gonna go do some soul searching.
Well, most of you already had one. You've forgotten about it.
So I will make sure to roundabout back to you there, Tupa. See what you do during your day. TK.
Hey, now
Yes?
you can now you can also
Hi,
talk
friend.
To, talk to your buddy, the hag lady. that-
Hey,
your
buddy.
Hey, buddy, old pal Loach on the line.
What you doing there, hun?
Slowly going crazy. Trying to keep track of everything going on.
What do you want to do for your first of the 4 days? Cannot have anything to do with Belfog or Scout.
Let's see. Probably spend at least some time tinkering with magic. seeing all I can do with it.
Okay, you start practicing with your magic. Son!
Magic, magic.
I'll probably just be vibing.
Lewd.
Oh.
No!
Nutters is simple. He's gonna continue his enchantments on the swords.
Okay.
As well as working on the ritual that he needs to cast to imbue that spell into the acorn.
Alright.
Also putting fireballs into the butt plug.
You had to say it.
Thanks, I hate it.
Thanks, son. His choice.
Here we go again.
2 level 3s and a level 4.
Chipotle. Vessel.
Yes.
Vessel is gonna just hover over Nutters and see what he's working on.
Okay.
And assist when he can to try to gain some magical crafting experience.
Scout,
Yes.
you spend your first month going to get fire.
Pretty hot.
There is some dilation here. Okay. Tupa, soul searching. What's happening here?
Get it because it's fire, so it's hot. Haha.
Did DM do something?
Oh wait, Jerome first. Jerome.
I did DM you something though.
Oh, did you DM'd me?
Just a basis of what I'm going to be doing.
Magic, magic, magic. Oh.
And here, Jerome, what are you doing?
Oh, it's magic.
Actually, do you want me to roll on the timetable again, or is it just once at the start?
You will roll again for the next day.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to see if there's anything you're doing with your day.
Oh, just trying to get the eyesore, back into reality after it was,
Snap
killed.
back to reality.
Oh, there
After
goes
it was
gravity.
Popped.
I.e. just doing the
there goes
ceremony to
Rabbit.
summon it back.
I'm rabid.
Tupa, do you return at the end of the day?
Oh, we're just okay.
Or do you stay there?
How well can I clean it up? Because Hoopa,
You want to spend day 2 doing some spring cleaning?
would it take me the whole day to get there? And back?
Yes, ish. Yeah.
Then yes.
Possibly.
Okay.
No.
Day 2 spring cleaning.
Or I think 2 days it would take to get there, spring clean, and come back probably.
Probably. So you start the cleaning process.
Cleaning.
And Tupa, you do have that box with you.
Yeah.
At any moment, if you wish to open it, you can.
Uh-huh.
What's in the box?
What's in the
Secret.
box?
Day 2.
Day 2. You say it was a month with me.
Yeah. Month
Yeah.
2 for you, you're spent getting water.
Time works differently.
Oh, I didn't even ask you. What are you doing, Zephyr?
Still trying to pick up a sword.
No, I gave up on that.
Well, you try once per day, so. But that's not your whole day. You're not standing there all day just like.
On the contrary.
It is considered.
Character over and over, just trying.
I have built
sort out for days on
scaffolding around this sword so I can go up to it, and so I have a base from which to live off of instead of just trying to pull up with my wings.
Is nobody gonna try to take that amazing, absolutely fucking... It's a god-killing sword.
Vessel is
No one take-
eyeballing
did
it.
no one
I
take the
can't
sword yet?
use it.
Did no one
no
take
one-
the sword yet?
Going to lift this thing.
I can't
Vessel's
wield it.
eyeballing it, but that's
Okay.
it.
Can I
Okay.
Can I roll to try
If
to
it's not taken by the time Tupa gets back, she will try and lift it.
Nutters is like, I can't believe no one wants this totally crazy.
I worked so hard for this thing. Nutters is like, why does no one want it?
To be
I'm
fair,
a spellcaster. I don't
Vessel
use
thinks
weapons.
it's cursed. Until proven otherwise. It's
I
too
don't-
good, there must be a catch.
I don't care what it is. I want it.
I have no strength to use it. All my strength is in my legs.
Vessel thinks this is too good to be
What are you
true,
doing
so
with your day
therefore
2 there, TK? If you guys want to interact with another player's character, make sure you say so.
I just don't have the body weight.
TK.
I think on the second day, I'd probably be discussing with Nutters if he's here.
Yeah, okay.
To potentially getting more runes on my revolver.
Nutter's second day come, TK approaches you. Go ahead.
Hey. I don't know. I don't know what's really possible. I know it probably should, considering what fights ahead, should probably have at least one more anti-magic rune.
That is not
prepared.
something you will be able to mimic.
If possible.
I
But
can't
if it's not possible.
Not that
You said I wouldn't be able to.
No,
What
that's
about
a...
something like a rune that would allow the bullet to pass through any non-organic matter like it wasn't there?
So basically make a spell that, make it so the spells I cast ignore walls and things.
Or armor, or...
That would be the piercing effect, which is basically a different form of Vorpal, and as you know...
Yeah.
No, you won't be able to fit that on the barrel.
Oh.
Not... I mean, you could try, but that's
Well,
like... That's
even
like
putting the runes in
jumping
the
a gun.
chambers.
Yeah. Well, you put one rune per chamber.
And how many runes are on it already?
One. Wait.
So there's 5 left? 5 open?
Yeah, there are 5 open chambers.
Well, what do you want on it? I gotta have some kind of idea of what you want.
Well, the problem is I don't know what's possible. There's a lot of different things I could potentially...
Well, that's
think it's
what I'm here
possible.
for. You tell me what you want, and I tell you if it's possible.
Tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
Tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
I want this and this and this and this and this and this and this.
How about... How about could you make a rune that makes it harder for people to dodge my spells?
You mean a meta magic rune? You want something that works like that does like a meta magic effect on the spell.
Kinda.
That actually is possible.
Yeah, seeking
I know
spell.
sometimes people somehow get out of my spells. Somehow.
The question is
That would
how
be
many
seeking
effects
spell.
can I put onto one rune? On each chamber. You see what I'm saying, right? Like,
You tell
How
me.
many- how many
You tell me
total
the effect idea. You could put 1 rune per chamber. But the chambers are built to hold high rune complexity.
right. I was thinking like one could be
Above table, what I was trying to point out is maybe something that makes the saves on all my spells harder to pass.
right. Yeah.
Like either lowers their roll or
Gives
makes
them
my
disadvantage.
DC harder when I use that chamber.
Or gives them disadvantage.
Yeah, something along those lines. Just something to
There's
make
already
the
a meta
saves
magic
way harder.
There's already a meta magic that does that. That's what I'm trying to say is I can just give it a couple of meta magic effects on a chamber that would basically do that already just using meta magic. So how
Alright.
many meta magic effects can I put on a single chamber? 2 or 3?
I'll say 2.
Okay. So we can do.
You know what?
Do you want range?
Yeah.
Do you want to have a better range, like an extended range, or do you want to have it maximized? Meaning it does the all damage is done with maximum die.
Okay. Make it harder to dodge and maximize the pain.
Okay. Then yeah, they will get disadvantage
will get a disadvantage on all saves involved with my spells.
They will have disadvantage on their saves and
Yeah, and max damage.
yeah. Okay.
All right, that's one chamber.
Going to quickly jump to Vessel.
Be thinking about what
Anything
you
today,
want.
Vessel?
I'm thinking about maybe trying to make myself another magic weapon, a magicite weapon that is trying to mimic the Vorpal effect that Nutters did on his weapon.
You will try.
The best
you
I
will-
can do.
You will try, and you will fail.
Yes. But you see, I'm not doing this to succeed. I'm doing this for experience. You
Yeah.
learn more from failure than success.
Yeah. Draco.
Read up on lycanthropy still. So I'm going to read up on lycanthropy.
Okay.
Because I know the moon is starting to show up in the Feywild.
Okay. You can
And
add
that's
you can add a point towards your control.
All right.
Jerome.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Has Tupa returned yet?
No.
Nice. Or I will return late tonight.
Yeah.
Most
Tupa's going to return later in the day. Are you saying you want to do something with Tupa?
Yes, I was
Okay.
looking to talk to Tupa based on what we talked about earlier.
Okay, I will loop back to you.
Rob is going to be treating his hangover and then going to report.
Okay.
I mean, go talk to Barber.
Yeah. Alright. Rob goes and writes a letter. One sec, guys. One second. Zephyr, please make it clear what year you wish. I don't know. What do you wish to be happening here, Zephyr?
What do I wish to be happening where?
What do you want to do? Day 2.
Okay. I have finished my scaffolding. I'm gonna climb to the top of the scaffolding, and spit in both my hands and rub it together. And then I'm gonna grab the hilt of this thing, like I'm putting two hands on a freaking tree trunk, and just lift.
Lift for everything you've got.
Yes.
Zephyr,
You know,
as you're grabbing and pulling, you see a humanoid hand come down and also grab hold of the handle and start pulling. As you hear a, "What are we doing?"
I'm trying to lift this thing out of the freaking ground.
Would you mind if I helped you?
oh no.
Sure.
And you see you look up to see a humanoid figure, one missing eye, bright green hair, and the largest smile.
Oh, familiar.
What's up? Hi, how are you?
I'm doing wonderfully. What's this you got here? A little bit of a stuck sword?
Yeah, somebody stuck it in the ground. They said whoever can pull it out can have it. And I wanted it, and nobody else seems interested in it.
No,
But the
I
thing
want
is,
it.
I'm too small. I can't lift it. I have the
I-
strength. I have the will, but I cannot lift it.
I believe in you so much.
Small.
And he pulls. And he doesn't pull it out. Wow. That is in there.
Nutters, I need you to make me a pair of gloves. A pair of gloves that negate the need for size.
Size doesn't matter.
Exactly,
Make it so size doesn't matter.
By the way, I named the sword.
By the way,
the two
small
alley.
small runes can small can become big. Big just can't go small. With the runes. Small to big, A-okay. Big to small, no okay. Tupa. Throughout your day, you're cleaning, and towards the end, you're going to be returning home. Do you do anything with the box?
After cleaning, well, it's never really clean, but making it to her liking.
Do you open the box?
She sits down in front of her house on her porch, and she takes a deep breath, and before she opens the box, she wants to. Can she look around the box, like look at the runes to see if she notices anything?
You don't notice anything, but from
she assumes it's just like a rune of sealing to stop.
It is fucking plastered with runes of sealing and concealing.
Okay. She opens the box.
What's in the box?
It's the FNAF box.
Oh, what is in the box?
You see a part of a rod.
It's the box ghost.
It's the box ghost.
It's
You
the
get that
box.
feeling again, and you see it. It's this rod, and you see it has two segments: a 5-inch segment, then a 4-inch segment, and then it looks like as if it could continue on, as two pieces are clicked together, and it's this silver rod, and it has this black etching. And you see almost like a strange jigsaw pattern. The two rods, or the two smaller rods that go together to make this larger rod, kind of perfectly match and continue.
Is that what I think it is? Jack.
It's exactly what you think it is.
I don't know what.
If you're thinking 7 pieces.
Yeah, 7 pieces. Yeah.
7 pieces, 7 tails. It is exactly what you're thinking.
Damn. Even Nutters couldn't make that.
And it is 2 of them.
Oh, it's just 2 of the pieces.
Just 2. You think I'd give all the pieces at once? No, that's
powerful.
Yeah, hands down, that is still powerful.
They could still be used.
It could still be used. Each segment has its own power. These are the 2 smallest segments, or the 2 largest segments, but yeah.
So I think Toof is gonna make a Arcana, or what would you like me to make?
No fucking idea there, darling.
I have no idea.
No, dear. No, dear.
No.
No,
right there.
The 2 pieces fit together. That's all I know.
The 2 pieces fit together and don't want to come apart. Once per day, you may cast the spells Heal and Hold Monster with this rod. And as you
means anything that's not like a human race, like
anything that's not humanoid.
yeah. It doesn't matter if it's
Would it work on Vessel?
or anything.
Yes.
Anything
Yes,
that's
it would.
not human, basically.
Yeah.
And coming from the rod, you hear soft, ominous whispering, but not the sort of ooh, kind of the like a friend's voice you haven't heard in ever.
Ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga.
I can't stop this
This
feeling.
feeling deep inside.
I'm copyright stricken. Da da da.
Yeah, that's what I
The
was about to
string's
say.
getting taken,
Da, ba, da,
and we're not going.
Okay.
Keep playing.
Uh-huh.
All right.
And then Tupa will head back.
And that's where we end it.
Okay. And that's where we ended today. No, we still have an hour.
We end it on copyright.
Is anyone else doing something between me and West's conversation?
Don't think so.
Okay, then
As...
let's do...
And I'm guessing you've taken it out of the box?
Can it go back into the box while it's put together?
Well, it's together in the box.
Oh, it's together in the box.
Belfog wasn't able to take these two things apart.
You almost said Belzar.
Oh, I said Belfog.
You almost said Belzar.
Belzar appears. Outside your house, there's this man with two bags. Hello there.
No, she doesn't. She leaves it in the box. I think there's a reason she went to the most secluded place she could.
It doesn't
think
blow
of.
up.
Oh, excuse me.
It doesn't blow. Yeah, but like, there's runes of sealing and concealing on it. Tons of them.
Oh yeah, plastered.
I think she has some sense about her that she would put it back into the box.
Okay. So returning back, Jerome, Tupa, you have the floor.
Tupa, can I speak with you a moment?
You just did.
I am.
That is all.
Oh, by the way,
I'm
West.
very tired,
West.
but-
That thing I was talking to you about. Now it starts. It wasn't there before. It is now.
Oh, okay.
You should definitely bring that piece of the staff back and let others.
I am a bit tired, but yes, I am up for a talk.
Let me ask you something. Let me just make it more broad. What exactly are you race-wise?
I am a Genasi. A descendant of, in some sort of the primordials. Many of us have different ways we were created, but we are essentially elementals. Yes, thank you, Dev.
Since you leaving and coming back, I sense something
By
different
the way,
about
by
you.
the way, West, I just want
Yes.
to specify you don't know the direct name.
Hey, I guess who's able to talk now?
Is it
Devlin?
Joe?
It's me.
Oh, it's Joe.
I was right.
Yeah, you're all right. You're all correct.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Any carry on.
Since you left and came back, I sense something different about you.
I have, well, I returned home for the first time in, wow, I have not been home in quite a few years. I've been on my travels. It was refreshing.
Did you become something different while at that place you call home?
I do not believe so. I am still myself, as I always have been.
I don't know exactly how to describe it. I feel as if the connection between us has become stronger in a sense, if you understand what I'm saying.
He missed you.
And this is only between for me, yes?
It's more so a bond-like thing. Whereas I feel kind of like how I do with my brother, whom you have yet to meet, but more so that we are connected in a way that I do not exactly know how to explain.
Blending.
The easiest way that I can put it into words is I am a creature that uses flight, and you're a creature that semi-creates flight, but it's It's been since you
Sense,
left and come
yes.
back that it's changed in a way.
Are you saying that I am now not creating flight and flying?
More
I
so,
don't-
the connection has become stronger in a sense. I know not exactly what.
It may have been the. It might be the opening of. Or the water rushing from the elemental plane of water that has given me a new sense of life. I would not know. I don't think anything has happened to me.
Hijack, question for you: have I met this type of creature before that
Never.
we talked about? Never. Okay. So then it's not even that I could just try to spit.
No.
Okay. But do I have the history of it?
No.
Okay, so I'm just shooting in the dark. Okay. It's as if you were no longer an air genasi, if that makes sense. Simply put,
Am I not an air genasi right now?
I do not know exactly how to say it, but it's as if the connection to your air has become stronger in a sense.
That maybe not only the elemental plane of water, but all of the planes were not necessarily drawn out by the nightfall. Enhanced in a way.
You've been aerated.
I give that a oxygen out of carbon dioxide.
A C out of 2?
No, he just got aerated.
There was no air raid sirens there.
I'm sorry, Jerome, but I do not think anything has changed. I
Thank
am
you,
just
Zafir.
a little
ears.
nostalgic and tired at the moment.
Is that Tupa saying it's off to bed?
Very well. I know not how to exactly explain what I am sensing off of you, but it is definitely a change. So I would keep your eyes open within regards to that.
I will keep that in mind if I feel strange at all. I am going to. Where were we? Do we have the bag?
Yeah, you have the bag.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm gonna go to bed then.
Okay. Day 2 comes
On
to a
that
close.
case.
Hey, would it be possible?
I'm going to get out for like 5 minutes. I'll be right back.
Oh, are
Would
you?
it be possible for Nutters to teach
Scout
the fairy how to read scrolls and use magic items like the traditional thief skill used to be?
I put on push to talk for you, Scout. We can hear all the stuff happening in the background.
Oh.
Hijack.
That
Would it be possible for me to teach him basically to be a?
That's a part of Arcane Trickster.
Yeah, would I be able to teach him arcane trickster stuff?
I mean, you could probably teach him philosophy.
Well, you see what I'm saying? Like, just basically teach him how to use scrolls and items, not really. Be an arcane trickster.
He can use scrolls.
Oh, he can.
Yeah, he's a caster.
Oh, I thought he wasn't. Oh yeah, he's right. He's a.
I'm a bard.
He's a brogue.
I'm a brogue.
Bro.
Bruh.
He's sticky doo-doo head.
Bartle. Alright, they're gone. Quickly, make fun of them.
Look at that hair.
Look at your hair.
I'm asking because I think Nutters would do good with a couple of levels of rogue.
Probably. Okay.
I will be your rogue.
Day 2 comes to an end. Day 3.
Oh,
What did I do?
Am I having to roll for every day when it happens on the time chart?
Technically, but I won't get up in arms if you don't.
Okay, I'm just gonna go over here and do. That, and that.
So is nobody really for real taking this?
I think Vessel's going to.
Vessel
I am
is gonna.
really for real trying to take the sword.
Vessel wants to see if the fairy can do it.
At this point, I'm a little interested as well to see if the fairy can pull this off.
Interesting.
Yep.
I want to go. I want to go.
Nutters decides that he'll take bets because he's positive the fairy will not be able to.
Ravel looks at Nutters and he says, I bet 20 gold that he will.
I just hit Ravel and say no, don't do that.
No.
I bet 5 gold that the pixie cannot do it unassisted.
Unassisted.
Okay, well,
You know,
that
I
depends
will
on
bet-
what assisted
I
means.
will
Are
bet-
we talking about like with actual other
bet
people
10
help or just
gold
like
that-
Any assistance, whether it be
Vessel is gonna
spell
whisper
casting,
over to Nutters
people
about,
actually
hey,
walking
how do you
over
feel
and
about
helping
rigged
you lift
bets?
the sword. Nothing. You have to do it completely on your own ability.
Well, I can't do it then because I.
Now,
physically
before
cannot
everyone
do
gets
it.
together and starts making a betting pool, there's something fun happening in the house. As
Oh, sweet.
Jerome, you're asleep tonight.
No.
Yes.
Hi, Jack. I got some bad news.
What's your news?
Number
one?
210.
Number. Ooh.
Number 15.
I'm talking last night, not this night.
No. That was.
That was the last night?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, then that's even more funny, as during the middle of the night, a lime green-haired person comes in and flops onto your bed.
Oh my gosh.
Just right on top of you.
I was wondering where he went.
I'm just gonna start calling him Uncle Chester.
I assume this is, in fact.
It is.
And tell Lord Fuzzybottom to stay away from him.
Well, then I'm going to have a talk with him.
He is asleep.
As soon as he wakes up.
Can we make sure he never wakes up?
You can try. I don't think he'll succeed.
Well, I'm
As-
thinking,
As morning comes,
and a sleep spell.
as morning comes, he has ended up on the floor, and he's like taking your blanket halfway off the bed. Nice.
That one has a nice little high.
Okay, and also hijack 3-9 is what I got for today.
3-9?
One of them. 3-9.
Did you roll your third one?
Yes, I wrote for, this is the third day that I've rolled. This one I got,
No, I mean like your third tier on your timetable.
Yeah, I roll for every tier. 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
That's just what I got for number 3, and I just think that it's the funny one.
Hold on, I have to open your timetable. What, and what?
3 and 9.
What was, is that 1, 2, and 3? What are the 3? Oh, 3, 9.
Row 3, number 9.
Oh, that's funny.
So, yeah.
Oh, so is that... Yeah, it probably would be, wouldn't it?
It would have to be because I'm just waking up and then he's there.
Yep.
And it kind of
okay.
makes sense given what it is, but...
Yep.
Okay.
Jerome, you wake up. Or, you're up.
I'm going to try to stealth my way out of the room.
Okay. You stealth your way out.
And Nutters don't sleep, so he's just been up the whole time working on this acorn.
Okay.
I
Jerome, what are you
try
up to do?
I'm going to try to lock
What
the
am I
room
up to?
and barricade it.
Today I'm probably...
Okay.
Now that I have 2 runes on my revolver, I now try to practice just being able to select them as I'm casting my magic.
Oh, hey,
just try to be able to
remember
reliably-
part 2 of the Remember part 2 of the rule of that one.
But what if I want them to?
Want them to?
Are you talking to me, or are you talking to...
You know what? For this case, I'll allow you to ignore the
'Cause-
second part.
Because that would technically be what he wouldn't want that there, so he would.
All right.
Yeah.
I accept your reasoning.
Yes.
Tell me when Bertle gets back. Anywho.
I'm confused. Are you talking about me, or...
No, I'm talking about the bird.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got an idea for a run for you, but I don't know if you'd like it. It's a bit special.
Scout.
But it would be fun.
Push to talk, Scout.
I thought I did already.
Anywho. Jerome, where are you off to?
Before that, I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Ah, great.
Yeah, perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing. Okay.
Tupa.
Yes. Me. Okay.
One sec.
Am I waiting for you, or are you waiting for me?
As you sleep.
Ah, there we go.
Ah, there it is.
Yes, as I sleep.
As you sleep. Slumber finds you quickly.
I imagine I was quite exhausted. Tupa was quite exhausted.
What are you dreaming about, Tupa?
Tupa.
Raid Shadow Legend.
Last night she was dreaming.
Everyone, please.
About her.
Keep yourselves if you cannot hold yourselves.
Past in the valley itself.
Mm-hmm.
And her time spent in the valley, but I think tonight she's thinking about her. With the comment that she made to Jerome, she had not been home in years and is just thinking back on all of the time that she spent learning and growing and meeting new people and having a good time.
Tupa. Chattering around with people. Enjoying. It's a very nice dream. And as the way this place is, everything is energetic, bustling, constant flow. 1 second.
You're a DM.
As you...
TK.
Yeah, I'm checking it.
Let me ask a question. Who would you say would have been one of your most, not liked necessarily, but, of the valley, who was one of the people you sort of trusted more out of the roster? Who is there anyone in the valley who like meant something to you?
The valley itself, I feel like, is important to Tupa.
Well, that's a given.
Yeah.
You mean, is there a conscious being?
A conscious being. 1 sec.
Okay.
I will be like 2 minutes. My mom's yelling at me for something. If you want to do, I know it's tough to just jump, but like, do you want to do Jerome?
Maybe.
Okay. I will be back then.
The power of... Boom! Scene change! Haha! I control the music, bitch.
Oh dear.
Magic.
Magic.
Music does not control you.
Okay. Jerome, leaving the room. Where are we off to?
Oh, me. I will head out to. Let me make a quick roll. Wait, actually, I'll ask you. Who do I think is an exorcist, or could be closest to an exorcist in this party? Nutters or
I can exorcise people's souls out of their bodies.
Can you exorcise a soul that's already out of the body and is a ghost now?
I tried, if you recall.
Exactly, but was Jerome there? You know what, yeah, I think Joe would probably be the one that would be the most reasonable to go for this.
Okay. Jerome, you
To
approach
go
Vessel.
for it.
Yeah, so I will go up to Vessel. Vessel, I need to ask a favor of you. You must keep this on the down low, though.
You do realize I'm the one person you should be keeping secrets from the most, right?
I believe you're the most likely candidate to help me out with this issue. Let me explain.
Do you have a crush on a girl? What's going on?
Not exactly. I woke up this morning and I found a ghost in my room. I'm just looking to see if you can exorcise the ghost.
Exercise this ghost.
Yes.
What flavor was it?
On a food treadmill.
What flavor of ghost is it?
I did not taste the ghost. I just left immediately and barricaded it in the room.
Did it look human? Did it look like...
Yes, it was a human. It resembled my brother.
Oh. That guy?
Yes, that one.
Hmm.
Simply resembled
Be
my
right
brother.
back.
It was quite clearly a ghost, and I needed to be exorcised from the room so as not to be haunted.
Hmm. Alright then. I guess I will take an attempt at exorcising your ghost here.
Thank you. He's currently inside of my room.
Are you going to compensate me in any way?
Once the ghost has been exorcised, I will get you something. I can give you stuff, probably. I have a lot of decks of whatevers.
Hey, can you two roll perception very quickly?
I
Back.
Okay.
6 plus 17. That is a 23. Bless you.
Bless you.
I said a bad season fit.
But yeah, 23 is my perception.
6.
You can always
I
pull
got
out
a
that
10.
sword, just kill the ghost.
I only got a
Nothing's wrong
10.
there, Vessel.
Of course nothing's wrong. If something wrong, I would know.
West, you see a familiar slimy Rob, a little bit out of the way, just tended to something.
I will move Joe away from this, as this is a very hush-hush secret operation.
Alright.
Just pushing them along, their boots scraping across the floor.
Move along. Nothing to see here.
Move along. We're just being normal. Nothing to see.
Just two girls having a brunch. Nothing
Yes.
weird.
Girl talk only.
Skateboards, yes.
Skateboard.
Yes.
You guys like to go skateboard?
Hello, I am real man.
I am.
Do you want to go ski?
Skateboards, yeah.
By the way, Bertle, think of that person while the time goes on.
But yes, I shall lead Vessel to the room where it is currently residing.
In the room where it happened? Now, you see, the problem for when you both get in there, no one else was in the room where it happened. As Vessel, you enter,
Mm-hmm.
and other than a slightly messy bed, no one's in here.
What, Jerome being crazy? That's totally
Jerome,
not gonna
Probably
happen.
question.
Jerome,
Yeah.
it's gone.
Wait, what? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
There's nothing.
There's nothing there?
Yep.
There's... I told you there was a ghost. I locked this door and he's no longer in here.
Oh, you're right. That does sound like evidence of a ghost.
You do also see that the window is wide open.
All right, we need to go on a search to find this ghost.
Put it in a box. Make it the box ghost.
The ghost box. I'm gonna do an investigation to try to find the ghost.
Roll investigation.
That's a +6, I think, or is it +4? No, +9. That is a 26.
I think that's how you spell it.
You find the ghost talking to a fairy about what the plan is to pull on the sword for the day.
Small fairy, get away from the ghost.
You all freaking worry too much, okay? Not everybody you meet out here that's weird looking is a bad guy, alright? I don't want to hear any more about it. This is my new friend now.
That's a ghost.
You have a nasty habit of making friends that really try to murder.
Vessel?
No.
Vessel sees them,
You
right?
all have a
Yeah.
nasty habit of misjudging my friends, attacking them, and then making them dangerous whenever they weren't dangerous before. They were minding
He
their own
smells funny.
business. Oh my goodness.
He also seemed threatening, and it's better to attack and ask questions later most of the time.
Well, I do not
his
agree with that.
head, His head turns and looks at you, Vessel, and he has this wide
To be fair,
smile.
the dude had a very much a "I'm going to stab you" vibe about him.
Yes.
So
Well, I think you're wrong.
But apparently, all we managed to do is, make friends.
Dogs have sharp teeth and strong jaws.
He
that can crush
he,
bones.
he does
Cats
that
have
kind of
razor-sharp
he
claws,
Vessel
and yet we
towards
use
you.
them
He
as
does a
house
flirtatious wave.
See, that's what I was talking about.
I told you this ghost needed to be exorcised.
Oh, good grief.
I agree, but I already tried.
No,
he-
you tried that on my brother. This is not my brother. This is a ghost of my brother.
Wasn't your brother a ghost?
Not exactly a ghost.
He was haunting a point
Zephyr,
in
you
place
see
in time.
his head slowly ping-ponging between the twos back and forth.
What you gotta do is put him in ring fitness.
My brother is just outside of time in a way that he cannot die. Not that he's a ghost.
That's as good as a ghost in my book.
Where,
But a
where
ghost
is-
still
where is
stuck
that?
within the boundaries.
But I will attempt to deal with him again.
You gonna go
You,
look
come
for
here.
Nutter, Zephyr?
Oh my goodness.
You're gonna
Vessel-
go look. Hold on. You're gonna go look for Nutter, Zephyr?
Well, yeah, I wanted to earlier.
Alright.
So
You
deadly.
turn back and they're both gone.
Hey,
Oh
you,
my gosh.
ghost. Quote, air quotes.
He's gone. So is Zephyr.
Oh. Come back.
I told you there were ghosts.
I was gonna see if the ghost could help me win a bet first.
Nutters.
Hi Jack.
Yeah.
Quick question. Do I see the sword out in the stone still?
Yeah.
It probably has a high resale value, right?
Of course it does.
Probably.
But Vessel's not gonna let you pull it out. He's like, no, wait, I would have watched this first.
Just like
number
Jerome
one,
pulls
try
out
to
the
pull
sword.
it out.
Yes, now I can sell it on eBay.
Its value is so high that you would probably never find anybody that would buy it. But what you would find,
He
is
would-
when
he would-
people
he
will
would
kill
prob-
you for it.
Jerome would sell it off just to make some quick cash.
In other words, he'd way undersell it.
He
Potentially
has no
cursed
use for
sword.
it as his
$2.
weapon is much more precious, and it's just being given away, so he'll take it and sell it for what he can get for it.
So I'm not sure how well that effect would work on him because he's him. So, next, if you touch him, it'll end.
Well, also, if
Okay.
you pull the sword out of the weapon, if you do pull it out now, you would become attuned to it and immediately know everything that it can or cannot do.
Yep.
Because the moment you attune to it,
Nutters.
Oh no, I wouldn't attune to
know
it. I would
what it
just grab it and try to sell it instantly.
Don't touch that sword.
Nutters.
Be
I
right
mean, just
back.
saying, you would when you picked it up, you would instantly bond with it and know what if it did let you drop.
Nutters.
You would know what it does. Yes.
If you try to pick up that sword, I will
Zephyr
cut your
comes to
fingers
you,
off.
and as Zephyr approaches, there's also a humanoid shadow looming behind.
Don't mind
As you
him.
see him.
He's fine.
He's standing just outside of the door frame to the workshop, and he's looking in.
Don't mind him. He's shy. But I
I'm not
need some gloves.
Gloves.
Yes.
And some boots.
I wanna pull
I'm
off,
guessing
like,
he's
some
not
belt-
allowed.
High platform
I want to
boots.
pull off like some belt of Thor type stuff right now.
You
But
know what?
just-
I actually do have something that you can have. Actually, something I made a while ago and that I don't use anymore.
What is it?
I hand him the Gauntlets of Ogre.
Okay.
What does this do?
Would you like to explain, or do you want me to?
Oh, go ahead.
Gauntlets of Ogre kind mean that it doesn't make you stronger, but it lets you lift, carry, and do things as if you were one size larger than you.
Oh. Only one size larger?
Yep.
So instead of being
That just
very
moves me up from
small,
Tiny.
But
To
that
small.
would that would still give you the ability to actually
Lift it?
no,
possibly.
no, he'd have to
Oh,
be a
okay.
medium. He'd have to be a
That
medium
is-
creature.
No, I didn't know he could pick it up. He just wouldn't be able to actually swing
Fight,
at it.
yeah.
He could drag it around behind him.
That's all I want. I don't even want to pull it out of the sheath. I just want to drag it around with me. At this point, that's all I
Jerome Vessel.
We're looking for the ghost again.
Okay. You two are walking, and TK, you walk it. They walk into your path as you're wandering. What are you up to? TK. What's TK?
What are you
up to?
guys?
Yeah. Okay.
What?
Go ahead. Go ahead, you three. Throwing you
Oh.
into the fray.
I see.
You see both Jerome and Vessel kind of together with purpose. Both probably
What
not
are you-
good things.
What are you guys doing?
Violence!
I'm gonna take that sword and pawn it off for some quick cash.
And I'm not going to let him because I want to see what happens first. I want to know if the tiny living perfume bag can do something with it.
turn around. with
He's really
my new-
tempted.
My new gauntlets.
Hi Jack, can I make an advance
I
towards the
have-
sword?
I have a wild.
So
you can
many
advance.
bad
You can make an
feelings about this.
advancement towards the sword. Yes.
I look
Vessel
crazier than the ghost.
has battle planner. Vessel will be in between. Jerome.
The
Jerome,
amount of
did you
concern is rising
Can I
fast.
try to walk through him using blip?
This
No.
idiocy.
What doesn't work
Damn
like that? Damn it! You also
Especially
see the
doesn't-
you also see the ghost standing in the doorway into Nutter's workshop.
I
Oh,
start
TK.
running in the opposite direction and point and
Yes.
say, "There's the ghost."
TK, you see a
Yeah.
familiar lime-greened humanoid figure standing in the doorway to Nutter's workshop, maybe about a good 10 feet away from you.
Oh,
He's not looking at you. He's looking into Nutter's workshop area.
what's this?
In which I would be working on my nut.
I am trying to remember a lime green-haired person.
Remember the one you set on fire?
Smiley guy.
Smiley guy?
Oh, that creep.
Yeah.
He's here?
Yeah, that's him. Smiley guy is in the room.
I immediately turn around and go the complete opposite direction since I am not having any of that.
You follow Jerome.
Yep, I'm following the idiots going to the sword.
Do these gauntlets look like anything in particular, or are they just a set of gauntlets?
Actually, they're called gauntlets, but in reality, it is a pair of thin leather gloves, and when you put them on, they kind of just absorb into your skin. You can take them off though; they're not curved, but it doesn't look like you're wearing gloves at all when you wear them. It just makes you be able to carry things as if you're one size larger. It's a nice boost if you're a normal human. It's a really good boom, but it didn't do exactly what Nutters wanted, so he just kind of had them lying around. Which is, I'm assuming, it's probably not going to do it either.
Probably not. So.
Because it's not about strength at this moment. It's literally about if the sword chooses to let you or not.
Okay, well, I'm going to try anyway.
Okay.
I have the will.
Jerome.
I am the only one in the party who said, screw it, I don't even care what it is, I want it.
As out to the sword comes Zephyr, Surrogate, as already at the sword is TK and West. And
Vessel.
And before we continue with the sword, hey Bertle, you back?
I have been back.
Great.
I have said I've DM'd you multiple times.
I know. I just didn't know if you went it away again.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Back to nap time.
Okay.
By the way, the only
Let me take a drink.
influence
I'm ready for this.
would have over the sentience of the sword would be that it would probably have some kind of like fascination or obsession with squirrels or acorns or something.
Oh come on,
Jesus
that's
Christ,
not
son.
fair. You made
Okay.
You made the sword a racist?
Okay. As
No, it's not that. It's not racist. You're gonna choose. It's just like its personality. You know how like some people like to collect little things. It's got an obsession.
Right.
With squirrels.
One sec here, Dev. We'll catch right back up to this, but Bertle.
Yes.
You are finding yourself in the valley with the satyrs, just passing around a pipe.
Yep.
As your friend just kind of looks at you and
it's Rulak, by the way, if you weren't sure on the pronunciation.
probably guess he just kind of looks at you. He says, "You ever think there's anything more out there?
Beyond the valley?
Like everything, dude."
I think that what we have here right now is more than we could ever need.
Oh, you got that right. Oh. But don't you think there's like something that could be cool out there? Like, I want to go out there and I want to sail on the back of a giant turtle.
That certainly does sound exciting, but...
I know, right? That sounds so cool. Like, I hear there's a place, and it has these, like, huge turtles. Like, they call them, like, Zara plans or some... I don't know. But they're like these big turtles, and they just swim around. In water!
In water, yes, that is where most turtles are.
Yeah, but water.
Pass that over, Rulak.
Hey, man. He takes a puff and hands it to you. But really, don't you ever get that, like, call to Avenger?
I mean, who doesn't? It is, I think, our nature as fey creatures to want to explore and experience and live.
You know about like what? I know you're from the valley, but what part of the valley are you from? I always just see you come by. I don't use. I barely know where I'm from half the time.
I don't necessarily know. I woke up in the forest one day, I suppose. That's about as close as I can get. But that is also how my race comes to be. It is nothing and then something.
The clouds are really nice today. And you see he lays back and he looks up.
The stars?
What?
Are you getting sleepy? I can't quite hear you.
The clouds are so nice. Lay back, just look up.
Alright.
You do.
They are quite nice tonight. Many different colors. It's very beautiful.
You know, I plan to go on and go out to a place called, like Rospez. It's like, to the east.
I think I have heard of it before. It is a tourist trap, is it not?
Nah, man. It's like the center of everywhere.
Oh, yes, yes.
I mean, it's probably it.
I've always been bad with names.
You're
Yes.
silly.
Oh, there's too many names. I have to remember all of the names of your brothers and sisters, or else they get mad.
You don't
Some
need to
stuff just...
remember. You don't need to remember them, man. I'm the only one that matters. He punches you in the shoulder.
Yes.
Did you get my
I know.
DM there?
Yeah, I did, yes.
Okay. You do know that.
Yes. It is... I mean... Who doesn't want to visit? It is the hustle bustle of the Feywild. Everybody...
You'll see me there,
goes
right?
to-
I'll see you there.
Why don't we go together? I'm not doing too much.
Yeah, man. It'll be a journey. And we'll be even better friends when we get back, right?
Absolutely.
And you look back and you see the skeletal remains, or a skeletal figure of him.
And Tupa takes a long drag on whatever she is holding.
You are holding bones. And you just hear the ringing. Right. 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 As you lay in a crater. And as you close your eyes and look up, the sky above you, that moon, that damn moon in the sky, that's not normal, that's not supposed to be there. Broken, it's there. You can't get it out of your head. Everything's black in the sky. You don't like it. That's not normal. You close your eyes, wishing for it to go away. Just stop it. Go away. And you open them, and there's so much blue. It's everywhere. You find yourself at a temple, floating in the sky. And you look out, and all you see is sky. You look at your hands, and you are considerably younger.
is this oh I was stolen voice. Is this like a age at which Tooper remembers being?
No. You're not young. You're not like a kid. You're just maybe
Fresher.
a year back in your age.
Okay. It's just air around me.
Yeah.
What does the temple look like?
So white stone. See these different depictments of these figures. Squirrel gods, yes. No. You see these symbols that don't seem familiar to you.
Am I at the bottom of this temple, at the foot of the temple?
It's a flat temple.
It's a flat temple.
And you see these monks type figures. Large, muscular, bald. And they are talking. And you see one looks over to you and they say, "Oh, Tupa. Are you heading out?"
Yes. Heading out of where exactly?
Well, I don't know. I don't know where you want to go.
Why would I leave?
I don't know. You've always seemed to be one to wander off there, young Vindim. You should be focused on study, lest you want to become a Wendim. Come along.
Do you
we
think...
have study to get to.
You are right.
These soft blue-skinned people, as you hold their hand, your hand is same reminiscent of color. As you are brought into the temple and to a large sort of library. And you see all these figures floating around, flying about. Just going about.
Does it feel familiar to me? Or is this completely
Yes and
foreign?
no. You're in the elemental plane of air. You don't remember being here. You see books flying about, these different monk-like figures using this arcane magic as the wind rushes and moves.
Look for Aang.
So there are these...
You're at the Airbender temple.
Pretty much.
Which one, though?
The Northern Temple, duh.
If you find Ahsoka, tell her
Ah.
it's hot.
All the monks seem to be flying around, yet you're walking on some feet as your wouldn't say master, but sort of a spirit guide of sort. Oh jeez. Now.
Would Tupa know, like, would she have, like, the natural instinct to know what she's supposed to do here? Like, even without, like, thinking about it, would it just be, like, muscle
Yeah, sorta.
memory?
As these books.
Okay.
Oh Jesus! Who's
Someone's
getting
dying.
arthritis?
Jeez.
Shoot the
Is
time.
everybody okay?
Sorry, guys. I would stay longer, but I've got to get
No,
going.
that's fine,
I got
man.
things
That's
I gotta
fine,
take
man.
care of.
Yep.
See ya.
Alright. Have a good night.
Come on. Do the thing for me. Thank you.
Okay, continue.
This book is brought to you, and you are. Oh, I think that's Dev's side.
That's not me.
No, is that Sun's side?
I'm not the one hacking my call.
Okay, I think that's Sun's side. Okay, this time.
He's
Okay.
vibing all right. He's smoking that nice.
Oh yeah, honestly. We must prepare.
Okay.
It is my job in this temple in order to prepare you for the future.
Why is it my job to... Why isn't my job to... I'm not sure. It is...
Tupa, you're Vindim. You're one of our many... You're training to be one of our many philosophers or scholars. Go out there with our magic, spreading our word around the realms.
What if I don't want to spread our word? What if I just want to explore?
Every time you say these words, Tupa, you make me so much more worried. I'm working hard to try to keep you on the correct paths. But...
And I appreciate you for everything that you have done for me.
They shake their head softly. Then it'll be your fate to become a Wendim.
I don't know what Wendim is.
Nope.
Hijack?
You'll
No?
find out.
Nothing.
I suppose you'll go out searching for that artifact along with all the other Wendim.
I suppose. But...
These days, Vati. Oh, young Vati.
It is not your choice. That is one I must make on my own.
Well, I suppose. But until that day, you sit here and you do your studies. Just because you want to go wandering away doesn't mean you're not. Doesn't mean I'm going to let you get away with not learning your arcana. He pushes the book to you.
Alright. And Tupa starts reading.
The people around you, they wear these, like I said, just general clothing, very arid and open. Some of them... Oh my
I'm
God.
sorry.
Get water.
That's Sun's side.
I know, we learned that.
Now you got it in stereo.
Man's about to die.
As, sorry, that threw me off. They're humanoids. They are rather androgynous. They are a mixture of some of them are that pale blue like you, and others have a more ebony skin, but they all have white eyes.
They're adrominous.
Ebony?
Yeah. Androgynous.
You mean androgynous?
Yeah, that's the word. Thank you.
Yeah.
Cut that out.
Just something.
Some of them do have hair set on their heads, sort of velvety and black, but it's shaved closely. Some are just balded.
What is the book in front of that has just been handed to her?
It's a book on abjuration magic, specifically of air magic.
Airbending.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Stay here.
Matters is
I'll be
actually
back.
quite versed with elemental magic.
And he walks
Did not
off.
hear that, Hydrick.
But
I didn't hear that last part.
He says, I will be back.
And walks off.
Yep.
Quick, steal the book and run.
And I think not by Tupa's will. Tupa doesn't acknowledge this. She's just like, oh, I'm gonna leave. But I think her muscle memory brings her to a spot that she would have gone to a lot, to a quiet place.
Okay. This sort of fizzle in the air just appears, a small light. Something you haven't seen before. It's just this small ball of light that's fluttering and flying around, almost as if it's confused, not natural to the space it's in.
I am going to try and walk closer to it.
It is flying around. It is a natural creature that flies, however, it is not native to your realm, so it is confused on how to fly.
I am going to... What size is this creature?
It's a tiny creature.
Tiny creature. Okay. In that case, Tupa's going to fly up and catch it and bring it back down to the ground.
As soon as you grab it and you land, you find yourself in a forest, surrounded by a ring of flowers and mushrooms. And the small light starts moving around in your hands.
I open my hands. What is inside? What did I grab?
See a small creature, fluttering wings. As it stands.
Are
on its-
you?
As it stands
Are
and
you
flutters
okay?
up, and it's like it's just kind of shaking its fist at you. And it's like, "Hey, what are you trying? You trying? What? You trying to give me a thought here?"
Are you okay? You
Yeah,
seem to
I'm
maybe have
fine.
gotten lost.
Me never.
Did you mean to appear, or why were you in the elemental plane of air, and where have you taken me? I do not think this is much to ask. I did try to help you. You seem to be struggling in the air.
I fly perfectly fine.
Not when you don't know how the rules of the elemental plane of air work. It is different than... I'm assuming wherever you come from, and that might be where we are right now.
A raspberry at you and fly off.
And
How
I look
rude.
around my surroundings.
You find yourself in a forest of terrain unnatural. Sights you have never seen before. And you swear in the back you hear a very silent, "Young Vati! Tupa!" And it slowly gets quieter.
And I see nothing around me of a way back.
Just forest.
And she will start walking.
Okay. You spend a little bit of time walking. And you find
And she keeps wandering. Oh, can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, she keeps wandering until she finds a small spring at the coming out from some rocks
Okay.
that forms a small stream that goes down into a lake.
Okay. See some figures bathing in the lake. Humanoid.
I walk up and I try and see what they are.
They look human. Or they're
Humanoid.
yeah, they look humanoid, but they have sort of antlers or horns.
Hmm.
You see one of them look at you, their hair matted down to their head, and they say, "Yo-ho! Hey!"
Hello, I think I have just accidentally... I don't know, I am here now. Where
we're all
where
here
are
now.
we? Where are we exactly, though?
You're at a lake. You wanna come in? The water's warm. It's warmer now.
That's concerning.
I think I will take a pass, but if you don't mind taking some time, I'm a little bit confused.
Yeah, sure. I'll be right there. And you watch as he swims out of the lake and climbs out to you. And his legs are goat-like.
He's also butt ass naked.
Oh, balls of butt ass naked. How do you pronounce that phonetically again? If you could DM it to me.
Rulak.
Rulak. Alright. What do you want to see? I just got so many places I should... Yo, I know this, like, one spot is like a tree, but big.
That sounds...
You haven't seen a tree. You haven't seen a tree before.
Strange.
These big sprigs around you are new to you.
What is a tree?
Oh, come on. You come with me. Trust me. Forget everything you know about anything and come with me and I will make your life a blast. Okay?
Well, I'm not really sure what else to do, so why not?
And you find yourself falling. And then you wake up again. And this is where you remember yourself back in your history waking up the first time. And he's shaking. He's like, yo! Wake up!
What? So this is okay. Rulux?
Yo, I don't know how you know my name. That's so cool.
What happened?
Oh, we're gonna. I don't know. You just kind of fell there. Blue skin. We're going to go see a tree. Come on! And he helps you up and he runs off.
All right, and I think she would follow. Yeah.
And you awaken from your dream.
Flashback over.
Question. Okay, so is the house in the demi-plane? This is for nutters.
Yes.
It's in his demi-plane, yeah.
It is in his demi-plane.
I'm jumping out the window if there's a window.
Okay.
Just slam into a window.
I can't break the
You're about
window.
to open it first.
Oh, I'm opening the window and I'm jumping out.
Okay.
And I am. Ooh.
Oddly, that's not
I'm
the first
going.
time.
I am going. Is there any trees in
Oh yeah.
the? Okay. She's going to go to the most secluded side of the demi-plane.
Okay. So you find an edge where the plane just stops.
And she is going to sit down with her feet over the edge and think for a bit on her past revelations and fresh scars.
And you find in your hand the pieces of that rod from the box. And you hear two things. The last echo of his, "Come on! Come on!" And, young Vati? Vati?
The remaining pieces, so
It's the two, you have the two pieces?
the two, I have the two pieces.
Yeah. No box.
They're just in my hand.
Yeah.
There's no box anymore.
No box, just in your hand.
Can I do some kind of check on it?
No need.
No need. Okay.
Your body is sort of familiar in the way that it's unfamiliar. And you're getting these sort of daydreams as it's jumping between then and now and here and where. As certain things are as with the leader, you hear, "Very well, listen up today, young Vindim. Today we're learning about artifacts. Now, back in the past there was something called the Dawn War." And as he goes on talking, it slowly gets more muffled and muffled as you're paying less and less attention and just looking out the window.
Longing to go fly around.
And you hear you are snapped out of it as there's a and you're pushed back in your chair, and he says, "Young Tupa, I'm so glad you volunteered." A bunch of other tribunal or monks around just kind of laughing. "Come, tell us. What is this?" And you see this on a sort of board, this drawing of this rod segmented into 7 parts.
Oh, I know it. The name's just escaping me right now.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yes, who doesn't know what
It was very important.
It is really not coming to me right now.
Tupa?
Yes?
After class, return
Ah.
detention. Now, for the rest of you, who also wants to proclaim that they don't know what this is? And people are kind of giggling. No laughing. And you're just peering over the edge. You're holding 2 segments of that very rod. Let's rewind it today.
What
Nope.
about
Yay!
Put the sword.
Next time.
What about me?
Plan.
Next time.
What about me?
Next time.
No, I missed something. I missed something funny.
I know.
What about me? No, what about me? I don't care about next time.
So, as always, guys. Until next time. Good night.